Hello everyone! Tonight's stream is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be opening up tonight's stream with a legitimate trigger warning. If you feel like you relate to this person at any point, just reach out and talk to people. I have a Discord community and we'll be willing to listen. This person didn't have a support group. This person didn't have good people in his life. He only had people that he thought were shunning him away. And it's sad. Randy Stair's story is really, really sad. Because everything wrong that happened to him could have easily been talked out, or could have been, he could have vented better about it. He could have talked to his parents about it. He shut everybody out of his life and just focused on his YouTube channel, which something that he, took so seriously. He would look at it religiously as something that he had to do, something that he had to succeed in. But before we start talking about all that, I just want to let y'all know, legitimate trigger warning, there is a bunch of shit in here. Like, I'm talking full-blown crazy shit. It's almost cult-like. How do you even describe it? But before we start all that, I need to tell you exactly who this guy is. And the only way I can tell you who this guy is just to show you what he did. So, unlike previous Menace files where I kept it hidden, this is a post-mortem, really. This is a story we're telling post-mortem. He is dead, and he's been dead since 2017. Let's move over to the Menace file setup. Alright. Hopefully you're ready. I'm about as ready as I'm gonna be. What the frick? There. Okay. That was weird. Why was it doing that? Oh, you like the background? Yeah, I stole it from that game we were playing last night. Anyway. You've been waiting for this video for a long time? Yeah, many people have. But I just needed some time to really... Yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Commander. Don't worry, Mittens. I'm getting to it. I will. Legit, last night, Chris Chan, out of nowhere, starts mentioning this guy, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to fucking do this, alright? So, like, I wanted to let people know who were in this whole Chris Chan community who didn't know who this guy was. Like, peeps need to know, alright? So this is what Randy Stairs did. This is why Randy Stairs is dead. And we're going to go over what led up to this point. And why you should not follow in his footsteps. Why school shooters and shooters in general should be mocked. But the thing is, he needed solace and friends. And he had none.
New details about a murder-suicide at a supermarket in northeastern Pennsylvania. Police say the gunman was an employee who killed 3 co-workers before he killed himself. State police are now looking at Randy Stair's digital footprint. It turns out YouTube videos of Stair preparing for the attack have been found. Police also say there are journal entries that showed his planned attack, or he planned the attack, for several months.
You wish you could have talked to him, you know what I mean? You wish you could have been there for him and stopped it before things like this happen.
I have tears in my eyes, but I'm trying to hold it back, but it's just really sad.
Investigators say Stair spent the first 90 minutes of his shift blocking entrances and exits so no one could get out once the shooting started.
Alright, so this right here is a CGI replication, or more like a CGI interpretation of what they believe happened during the shooting. Now, like I said, this is kind of graphic. There's no blood, I believe. I remember watching this last night. I don't remember any blood being in it. But again, if you are, squeamish, or if you don't want to have, like, thoughts about this, I do again, I must stress, if you are feeling like him at any point, let me know, let your parents know. Like, there are people in your life that can help you, that are here to listen. And you should never, ever get to the point that Randy Stairs was at. And I will not stand for it until I can help you, alright? Again, don't you ever be so scared to face yourself that you go out and harm others like this faggot did.
Gunman Randy Stair spent the first 90 minutes of his shift blocking entrances and exits so that no one could escape from the supermarket. Once the preparation was done, Stair took out 2 pistol-grip shotguns from a duffel bag and started shooting. Stair fired more than 50 shots throughout the store, killing 3 of his co-workers. He then turned the gun on himself and was later found dead of an apparent gunshot wound to the head.
Alright, so we should explain the gunshot wound to the head. Randy Stair, he idolized the Columbine shooters, 2 of the shittiest human beings on the face of the planet. They were pseudo-intellectuals who believed that they were just so intelligent because they said, "Me, fuck the world." They're just stupid sons of bitches. Dylan and Eric were not intellectuals. They were cowards too afraid to face the adult world, hence why they decided to kill themselves and others around them. They were too pussy to step the fuck up and act like a man. And I mean that shit. You don't go around and shoot up schools. You don't go around and shoot up anything. Mosques, churches, anything. If you shoot up people like that, you are a pussy. Randy Stair, you will be remembered as a troubled youth who wanted to be a YouTube star, but let that want get to you. Randy Stair, you had a decent home. Randy Stair, you had family. Your parents weren't divorced. Randy Stair, you could have had friends. Randy Stair, you could have gotten help, but what did you do? You said, "I wanted more." And you didn't fucking help yourself. And look where that got you. My thing is, he hired animators. He hired voice actors. Did none of them ever, think, maybe this is a little off? I don't understand that. How could the people that he was paying money to voice act for his series not understand that he was not all mentally there? But before we get into the rest of that, we have to go over his waifu. Who is Ember McLean? Right? Ember McLean and her song. What does it mean? Remember. That was a song we played for the intro. You know, the song from Danny Phantom, Ember, you will remember my name. This actually has a lot of significance into Randy Stair's personality. Oddly enough, it's really weird. Apparently he listened to this 24/7. So this is the story of Ember McLean, the ghost girl from Danny Phantom. Here, let me pull up a picture of Amber in case or Ember. My bad, it's Ember McLean. But there, let me pull up a picture of his waifu. That way, you know. Yeah, I don't want him to feel alone. All right. So we got his waifu. Let's learn her backstory. We're gonna learn exactly what her backstory is and how she died. Before Ember died, she was an unpopular high school-aged girl who had large dreams of becoming a rock star. One day, a boy asked her out to the movies. She waited all night for him to show up, saying he was just running late. When morning came, he didn't show up. Ember went home. She was so exhausted that she fell asleep and didn't wake up when her house mysteriously caught on fire. It's theorized that she was murdered. She died in a fire, which possibly gave her the name Ember. Her song Remember is most likely based on the events above. Making her debut and fanning the flames. With her famous song Remember, Ember uses her abilities and pop star status to dominate the world, keeping Danny Phantom distracted by placing a love spell on him that makes him fall in love with Sam. So the idea is that Ember McLean died in a fire, and that it's a murder ballad, really. It's a song that tells a murder. Let me explain what a murder ballad is, alright? Murder ballads are a subgenre of traditional ballads that are dealing with a crime or a gruesome death. Their lyrics form a narrative describing the events of the murder, leading up to or the aftermath of one. So let's go into Ember McLean's You Will Remember, and let's learn some of these lyrics. Let's go through and learn the lyrics. Let's see. That brought me to a Redbubble page. That is... What the fuck? Lyrics. Alright, there we go. Alright. So I'm gonna read this, alright? It was September. Wind blows and the dead leaves fall. To you I did surrender. 2 weeks you didn't call. Your life goes on without me, my life a losing game. But you should not doubt me. You will remember my name. Oh Ember, you will remember my name. Ember, one thing remains. Oh Ember, so warm and tender, you will remember my name. Your heart abandoned. You're wrong, now bear the shame. Like dead trees cold in December, nothing but ashes remain. And then it repeats the chorus again, and then again and again and again. But yeah, so basically it's telling the story of her death. This is a murder ballad, and that is what that would be classified under. So, our boy Randy here, he reads this, or he listens to it every day. And apparently he listened to some shitty, low-quality one until he finally found a high-quality version of it. And he was just elated. He was so happy. He made a video about a skit where he finally found it. Like, he was so obsessed with this one song, this one character, that he wanted to show the world how happy he was that he found the song. And it was just... So, Anthony was constantly listening to a murder ballad. Just constantly. And it made him want to commit a murder, to be remembered. And I guess he got his wish. Many people remember his name because he was Tranny Phantom. Now, I should explain that Randy's issue. Did I say Anthony? Did I say Anthony? I meant to say Randy. My bad. They both end with a Y. Randy's issue, not Anthony. Anthony's a good boy. Keep him out of this. Did I really? I thought I had just thought I said it. Shit. I'm sorry. Alright. So, Anthony. Fuck, I keep saying Anthony. Fuck. Randy was just completely wild nearing the end of his life. And it all started because of 3 car crashes. And we're going to go into that in just a minute. Alright, so we need to talk about this shooting. The shooting took place at 12:57 a.m. to 1:01 a.m. June 8th, 2017, 3 years ago. Randy Stair was 24. He arrived for his late-night shift at Wise Market in Eaton Township, Pennsylvania. Just south of Tunkhannock, or whatever. I don't know how to speak that. I'm not Pennsylvanian. On the evening of June 7th, 2017, during the closing time, approximately 11 p.m., Stair went to the back storage room where the crew area is, and he blocked the emergency exit at the far back of the store. He then continued with his duties, stocking shelves, cleaning up from the previous day. At 12:10 a.m., he sent out links to multiple files and videos which detailed his plans via all of his Twitter accounts. These files were labeled Journal, Suicide Tape, and Digital Set. Stair went back to the crew room in the rear store, blocked the remaining exits, and locked the automatic doors at the main entrance of the store. He then pulled out 2 pistol-grip pump-action shotguns and walked around the store. He killed at least 3 employees, Veronica Brong, Brian Hayes, and Terry Lee Sterling. He then approached his co-worker, Kristen Newell, who had not heard of the shooting until due to her listening to music when her headphones were on, while she was labeling items and stocking shelves at the near rear end of the store. Stair was seen on the CCTV surveillance camera footage standing behind Newell as she worked for about 5 seconds before she noticed the next aisle. Proceeded to the next aisle. After this, Stair proceeded to fire at a glass and other merchandise in the store and shot multiple small portable propane tanks, which failed to explode. Around this time, Newell took off her headphones hearing gunshots. She hid in a crew room, dialed 911. After a short time, Stair concluded his shooting of the store's contents. Stair went to the deli section of the store, placed the shotgun in his mouth, and committed suicide. A total of 59 shots had been fired. All of the shotgun rounds fired came from only one of the 2 shotguns he brought. Stair stated in his 5th suicide tape that the second shotgun was only a backup in case the first one breaks or jams, so he has no way of fixing it. So, yeah, he had over 300 shotgun shells, only fired 50, and that only killed 3 people, meaning that he was a bad shot. And again, we're gonna get into that. I feel like I keep saying we're gonna get into that because we are going to get into it, but it's just sad. It really is just sad, because you never know what's going through people's heads. You really don't. But before we get into why, Ember McLean was so important to him, we need to look at Anthony's past. His YouTube channel is still up, by the way, and he finally got past 10,000 subscribers. Alright. We're going to go through all these uploads real quick. Sort by oldest. Alright. So, we're only going to watch a few, but we want to get introduced to the characters of Anthony's world. Did I say Anthony? Again? Randy. Fuck. Excuse me. Their names are so similar. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Andrew, okay? Andrew Blaze. That was his other name, Andrew Blaze. Randy be his name. Out. Fuck. I got Anthony on my mind today. Like, he's living rent-free in my head. Alright, so, oh, fuck, I forgot to turn on my ad blocker. Fuck. Damn it.
Dear Diary, adopted a stuffed animal horse head on a stick today. It was almost lifelike. Other than that, today What the hell?
Talking stuffed horse head on a stick.
Oh my god! What? Stuffed animals can't talk?
I'm different than any other stuffed animal. I'm a talking horse head on a stick.
Oh my god! I should totally put this on YouTube! I'll be famous!
All you ever do is talk about YouTube. You even made a YouTube monthly magazine for your school.
What? No, I didn't!
Then what's that over
Ah!
That's my personal business, asshole! But wait a minute, how are you talking to me? You don't make any sense.
What's that to get? I'm a talking horse head on a stick, bitch.
Oh my god! Can you please leave me alone so I can finish my journal and go on with my day?
It's nighttime, asshole.
Just shut the fuck up!
You shouldn't have said that.
And why's that? Ow, you fucking horse shit!
Ho!
I hate you, Mr. Horse on a Stick!
Faggot.
Stop cursing at me!
Why do you care? You fucking curse all day.
Stop bringing up my personal life!
I don't know what's so great about your personal life. You just sit around and play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh all day.
That is not true. You don't even know. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since 6th grade.
It doesn't matter. You're still a faggot.
Oh my god! Why did I adopt you? I should have just left you at the store when I had the chance. Are there any more things you want to criticize me about?
I can go on all day, baby.
Can't believe I adopted a stuffed animal head on a stick. Hey, wait a minute. That was your shit I had to clean up on the carpet today.
Horse shit.
Oh my god, enough of this already. There's 2 things I wanted to do with you since I got you today.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Giddy up! Giddy up! Giddy up! Giddy up!
Look at that good boy. Can we just talk about this little good boy?
Oh, hi, buddy. What is it? You wake up?
Yeah! Yeah! Giddy up! Giddy up! Giddy up, Mr. Horsehead! Giddy up! Giddy up! That's just wrong. That's not all!
No, what are you doing?
Batter up! Time for a nap.
Was he sleeping in
Aw,
his shoes?
good old teddy bear. Oh, what the fuck?
But yeah, so it was funny. You have to admit. That was pretty funny. You have to admit it. You got a chuckle out of at least one part of that. You have to. You gotta admit it. I know you have to admit it. Go ahead. Go ahead. No one's gonna shame at you. No one's gonna shame you for laughing. This was good boy. This was good boy Randy. Good boy Andrew. This was when Andrew was a good boy. By the way, I have some sad news to say. That good old boy, that little doggo, he died. He was a golden retriever. Good boy. Actually, he was a golden lab, really. Golden lab. So he's the same breed as Max. I guess so. Sadly, that little bubby, died. That's sad. That also is what drove him to do shit. Alright, let's go back. End of the world. What is this one? I'm gonna turn it down a little. This. Oh, frog. Flip video. Then the year 2010, a 17-year-old experienced an unexpected event through the force of time travel. Oh, fuck. His future self returned to the present to warn him about the end of the world. You know what? I really do think that... Okay, this has always been my interpretation of Armageddon or the end of the world. You guys want to hear it? What if there is no true Armageddon, but the Armageddon to us is our end of our days, the end of our lives? That is our true end of our world. The world that we see and perceive each day, that is the end of our lives. That is the end of the world. That is our Armageddon, our rapture. That is how we perceive it. Fire and brimstone raining from the earth. Earthquakes cracking buildings in half. It's just how we perceive it. We're hallucinating, we're dying, but just inside our minds. It's our own personal Armageddon. So maybe this Randy came from the future, not long after he did what he did, and he pretty much told him, this is your Armageddon. Let's find out. Okay. Onision? Onision? Fuck, I'm gonna get fucking copyright striked. God damn it. God damn it. Well, maybe it's so based boost that he would not even know. Does this mean Onision is kind of guilty of this? Wouldn't this kind of make Onision a little bit connected to this? How come no one's ever thought... Has no one ever seen this video? How many... Comments turned off. Oh. God, no wonder the music's so shit. It's made by an actual fucking asshole. Onision made this after eating 5 vegan chili burritos and just completely brapped into his mic and bass boosted the shit out of it.
Well, I gotta piss.
You tell him, Bubby. You tell him.
The fuck was that?
I like how all of his clothes have letters on them. It kind of... Dude, he really does... Dude, he really does look like Super Mario Logan. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna front. When I saw that Mr. Medicare thumbnail, I thought it was Super Mario Logan. I'm not gonna fucking front on y'all. Oh fuck. Oh no. It's evil Randy.
Holy shit! Okay, man, before you freak out, this is gonna be hard to explain and hard to believe, but I'm you from the future, and I'm here to help you. To help me? I'm here to help you. To help me what? Go to the bathroom? Because that's what I was doing before you just randomly appeared out of random thin-ass air. No, not to help you go to the bathroom. To go to the bathroom. I'm not here to fucking help you go to the bathroom! Okay, geez, who put something up your ass? I'm sorry, it's just not every day I get to see my future self. So
Oh yeah, this is really giving off. This is really giving off early Onision vines. Or not vines, but videos. Why did I say vines? Who the fuck says vines anymore and means it? No, this isn't Fred. This is full-blown Onision territory. The random swearing here and there that has no point. Like, it's just Onision content. But, I guess, lower quality?
So what does this have to do with me? Okay, man, this is gonna be hard to believe and hard to explain. You're gonna have to follow me. Okay, this is gonna be kinda hard to believe. Okay, so 2 years from now, the world's gonna end. So I'm here to help you.
Oh, 2012. You can really tell. But hey, that's a good shot. He did a good job at putting himself in. He has really good video. He had really good video editing prowess.
Will you quit scream? Quit scream.
You. Well, what
What do you mean the world's gonna end? Well, the fact of the matter is, in about 5 minutes or so, there's gonna be a knock on your door. And the decision you decide to do for that knock on the door is gonna change your entire life. Believe what you want to believe. I gotta go. Wait a minute. Everything will be fine. Just don't answer it. Everything's gonna be fine. What do you mean? I knew you'd open it. Okay, seriously, stop fucking with me. What's going on here? I already told you.
This shit's shot like a Blumhouse movie. Anybody else? Am I the only one getting that vibe? I feel like it's shot like a Blumhouse movie. Okay, so Randy, you had some good video editing like software. You could have mastered that even more and maybe gotten a career in video editing. But no, you instead of wanting to look deep inside yourself to solve your problems, you decided to kill people.
The world's coming to an end. What you did 2 years ago, which is today, made it so 2 years from now, which is where I'm coming from, made it so the world would end. I'm wearing the same exact shirt as you. I'm you from the future. There's only one thing you could do that can solve the problem. What are you talking about? The choice is yours. But what about you? It doesn't matter anymore. The world's gonna end 2 years from now. But how's this a solution? You know, you should...
Okay, so second video in, we're already suicide. That was literally suicide. What? That's what I thought. So, like, that was literally him contemplating suicide. He handed himself a gun and said, "The choice is yours." So he was already thinking about suicide at a young age. Damn. He did this when he was 17. Mr. Horse hates math. Or maybe let's do this one instead. 2 years on YouTube. That's weird foreshadowing, right? That's really weird foreshadowing.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Hope you're enjoying your summer break. The reason I'm making this video is because I need to tell you my YouTube story. It's been officially 2 years since I joined the website, June 9th, 2008, and I just want to tell you guys how I got started, who I am, and where I plan on going in my future.
Yeah! How the fuck does Randy Stairs have ads, but my YouTube channel can't? Ugh! Anyway.
And all that stuff, so let's just jump right into it. How I got started. Back in 2007, 2008, I was on a ski trip, and my friends' friends were jumping off the ski lift with the video camera and saying, "Hey, we're gonna put this stuff on YouTube." And at that point,
Can we just talk about how he has a fucking pool? Or had, I guess. But look in the background. He was doing okay. This dude looked like he had a pretty alright childhood. I don't know the shit he didn't show on the screen.
I never even knew what YouTube was. I didn't know anything about it, and that's what got me to looking into the site. And about, I guess, a week later, I made an account, Randy Stair. That's my name. I'm Randy Stair. I'm 17 years old. And so I'm like, okay, I'll make my username my name. So I did that. I started ripping off footage from movies and shows, which led my account to get suspended because I didn't know about copyrights and stuff. Like I ripped off Simpsons and King of the Hill and all that. And I just kept making my name, my account with like numbers after it. And eventually I'm like, you know what, I'm getting bored of this. I want to make actual videos because I watch users like Smosh and Fred and others. And I'm like, well, I'd like to try to get noticed by putting myself on the internet. So I'm like, well, how the hell do you even put footage on the internet? And I was that stupid. And I was asking around, like, well, you need a USB cable. So that's what I had, but it was for picture cameras. And it showed because I'd make my videos, I would import them, and about 2 minutes of footage would get cut off each time. And I don't know if I was doing something wrong. It was 2 years ago. But eventually, I got away from my original camera. But anyways, started off, and I got my name from a local arena football team. If you watch arena football on NFL Network, it's just basically the farm league of that. It's gone now, but it was AF2, Arena Football 2. And the local team I had was the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Pioneers. And I'm like, okay, well, I like the Pioneers, and I don't really want to copy a National Football League's name like the Cowboys, because that's who I like. But I'm like, okay, Pioneers, what can I do with that? I like them. Pioneers Productions, I don't know, something like that. So that's how I got my name. I guess it just clicked, and I think I'm like...
I mean, it's a pretty decent name. It sounds like a production company. And you gotta give him that. Name was pretty decent.
What?
But yeah, so he's basically saying, yeah, he wanted to leave a mark on the world, just like you said, Lapis. School shooters usually have one thing in common. They want to be remembered. Ember, you will remember. Get it? It all comes around.
Well, all my other accounts got suspended. This one's probably going to go too, so I guess I'll change my name later. And nothing happened, so I stopped doing those kind of videos. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of like this name. And I started off sub for subbing, because I wanted to try to get... I thought it was cool getting on the most sub this month or most sub this week list. And I got about 250 subscribers from sub for subbing.
God, okay, so sub for subbing is, you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. I mean, I kind of do that. It's only for the peeps I respect, though.
And some of them weren't actually sub for subs, but I'm like, okay, well, geez, these guys are subbing me, but I'm not really getting video views. I have 200 subscribers. I'm getting 5 views per video. What's going on? And that's when it hit me. I'm like, well, these guys aren't going to actually watch my stuff. So I stopped sub for subbing after about 250 at the least, at the most. And I started making videos that were stupid. I was a big fan of Fred, which I can't believe I'm saying. Fred, Smosh, and Freak Show 180. He's the one that got me into video making, and Smosh was the one that made me want to make videos.
Yeah, Smosh was really big. Like, whoo! Like, they were really... Weren't they, Max?
Yeah? They were pretty big, huh?
Yeah, Smosh was a really big channel back in the day. Man, I remember getting home from school, watching Shut Up cartoons.
So Freak Show gave me the tips, and I thought it was funny at the time to pitch my voice like Fred would. And the thing that sucked was my voice was kind of high enough as it was, and it was downright embarrassing. But at the time, I didn't think anything of that. I'm like, Jesus, this shit is funny. And now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh my God, how retarded was I?
Yeah.
So that's why those videos are gone. You can't see them anymore. But started doing videos like that, then I stopped, and
My favorite Smosh channel was in his board where they opened up fan mail and they went to go eat lunch. I don't know why, but I really like that. I mean, when you really think about it, Smosh was doing mukbangs before mukbangs were a thing, and I never really thought of that. Yeah, new Smosh is shit. When they got rid... Yeah!
started ripping off a Smosh, kind of, and Freak Show's content. And then I'm like, geez.
Who the fuck was Freak Show 180? He sounds familiar. Is he still around? Show 180. Oh, wow. that Randy Stair?
Too. Just gets annoying. When better not pout, I'm telling you, alright.
What is it? Holy shit! I just found another fucking Randy Stairs channel. Alright.
These videos are kind of getting worse and worse, and I had about, I don't know, 20 videos.
Ask Johnny, the best show on the internet. Ask Johnny, cause you're really dumb.
And I'm like, okay, I want to change it up a little bit. I started doing seasons of videos. I'm like, okay, this is the end of season 2 and all that, and I stopped doing that too. And then I got...
Yeah, I shush! You shush! Why you scream? Don't be cry. He kind of does look like Peanut Butter Gamer, minus the goatee. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, so... he pretty much said to himself, if I want to get famous, I need to be a leech. Legit, Randy was a leech on these YouTubers. Like, he just wanted to steal their best aspects from them. You know, their blood. Like a leech. And that's what he created his shit for, man.
Onto a better kind of video format where I tried harder. I tried moving the cameras around and editing better. And eventually, around late 2008, Fred saw my Christmas video. I was wearing his Fred shirt. It was a Fred t-shirt. It wasn't the one he has. It's kind of like, he's like this. He saw me wearing his shirt in my Christmas video, and he favored it. That got me about 100 subs, maybe. And I got a shitload of comments, and a lot of them were like, oh my god, you're such a fag, or something like that. And a lot of them were like, oh my god, this shit's so funny. You remind me of Charlie Brown. Just a bunch of weird stuff. And even the clip...
God, you don't want people to say, man, you remind me of You can quit interrupting me, mister. I let you come out here in my office so they don't yell at you. And then you come out here and yell at me? That's not respectful, Mr. Max. Anyway, where the fuck... You made me lose my damn train of thought, Max. Damn. Whatever.
Critics thought, and
oh right, you don't want people to say you remind them of Charlie Brown, because this means you're a really depressing person to be around.
After that, I'm like, geez, I'm not gonna do this anymore. 2009 comes around. I start trying harder. I moved the camera around, like I was saying, and I got a new video camera. That Christmas, I got a new video camera. It was so much better than the one I had. It was just a Sony Handycam, not that special. So I got. It was a Samsung widescreen camera, but the problem was...
Yeah, Max wants to speak his... They want to hear your opinion. I've had this dog for 15 years. I still don't know why that makes him bark.
I had these little thin lines on the top of the video. So about after 3 months of using that, 3 or 4 months, I'm like, geez, I want a better one. I want an HD one, like, because that's when HD on YouTube started getting really big. So I'm like, I want a high-definition camera. So about, I don't know, 8 months later after Christmas, which was my birthday, September 17th, I got this camera, which was Sanyo high definition. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Sorry this video is running kind of long, but this is my story. So 2009, I start moving the camera, doing things better, changing the stuff on the camera to make the video itself look better with the effect.
Okay, we get the point, Randy. He's getting war flashbacks? Maybe. Alright, so Make Me Bad 35 was there. God, the Annoying Orange. Haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah, so he introduces a bunch of characters. God, see, God. We gotta talk about this. I'm sorry. Dylan Thomas. Let me. Can I show this, please, Dylan? I want to show this. Like, legit, dude.
Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are...
Okay, hey everyone, Sonichu here. Just to let you know about some of the facts, but on the facts that after more than 7 months, I'm still inside of Mama Chris Chan's body here, and that our focus has been mainly on the dimensional merge, getting myself with this body safely and well to C-197. As soon as possible. In reminder of this timeline until further notice, after Mama and I finally switch back in the new timeline, I am not doing any art commissions, interviews, or doable, but all our scheduling and setting up to do is done with Null himself. So that's Null is Josh from Kiwi Farms. To personally respond to any inquiries during this time, if you all want something to compare a comparison with what me and Mama are going through, you can look up Miss Andrew Blaze and look up what she went through in communicating with her OCs in the spiritual realm between our dimensions 1218 and C197, as well as into and with C-197, but instead of mass murder or suicide, we have no intention of getting Christian Weston Chandler or Sonichu involved in any of that, and this body will remain alive for millions of years. So this dude straight... Whoo! Chris! Yeah! 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 You tell him. You tell him. Not... okay, let me speak. Can I speak? Not going to be offering this body anytime, period. So, all y'all need, y'all know have, blah, blah. All y'all need no concern to make up such theories on the contrary, but also the fact that you can make more, oh my god. So, he's like, make a comparison. Chris Chan just made a comparison to himself and an actual spree killer. Or I guess it's not a spree killer, it's a mass shooter. I guess a spree killer would be multiple. I guess he kind of did kill 3 people. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this, because I wanted to get my facts correct. There is a series on YouTube that was made by the WCT. WCT made this series about Randy Stair, and it's, in my opinion, it's on par with Down the Rabbit Hole and the Chris Chan documentary. He did such a great fucking job, but I'm only going to show you 3, alright? I just want to show 3 videos, because, like, that's all I need. Maybe 4. I need 4. I need to show you guys the beginning and the 3 here. Because, like, oh, you're getting tired? It's okay. You can come back tomorrow. Alright, so, like, for real, this guy's videos are so fucking good. Like, I watched these. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. I did not get any fucking sleep until 10 this morning. I stayed up all goddamn night watching these. Like, this was probably the most research I've ever put into one of these Menace files. I have to show you these, because this guy did so great that I just, to even try to mimic him would just be an insult to his superior version. So I might as well just show it. Show at least a bit of it, you know? I want you guys to go watch it for yourselves. By the way, I will be pausing here and there to give my opinions on certain scenarios, and also to just kind of elaborate on some of the things he says. Yeah, see, he's even inspired by Geno Samuel. It's really good.
Hello. Bob, why isn't your TV on? I can't hear you. Ah!
Is that Johnny? Johnny! What are you talking about? It's Johnny! It's Johnny! What are you talking about? You're looking at nothing! He didn't die! I died.
This 2002 VHS recording features a 10-year-old Randy Robert Stair, who is currently being shown pretending to make movie trailers with his brother, Jeremy.
September or October. The ghost of Johnny is back. Come into theaters. Oh, sorry. A Friends Film. Friends Films presents the quest that has to be completed. Now, the fifth one is born. It must be destroyed. We can't let him get it.
You must destroy the snow.
Snowmakers. Snowmaker, the Snowmaker 5. Rated PG-13.
You rated PG-13. Alright, so this is just episode 1. We're just gonna skip around.
Randy Robert Stair was born September 17th, 1992 in Pennsylvania to Lori and Robert Stair. During his childhood, Randy and Jeremy, along with the rest of the family, were all fans of the American football team, the Dallas Cowboys. Coincidentally, the town that he lived in throughout his entire life was called Dallas as well. He and his brother Jeremy both loved video games and were both into the arts. And when Jeremy was in high school, he won some trophies for accomplishments that are currently unknown, and as kids, both Randy and Jeremy had their own stuffed teddy bears, both that were named Bingo. Randy would take his Bingo wherever he'd go, and would keep him until his senior year in high school. Growing up, he was known to be a shy kid, and every day when he would come to school, he would always look up the ceilings while his teachers tried to greet him. This shyness, while not too known, would get his instructors infuriated. However, it is also not completely clear if he was ever disciplined for this. During elementary school, Randy would break his collarbone in half during a friendly game of Tag You're It. He claims that it was by far the worst pain of his life. And during the first day of first grade, he would miss the school bus that would eventually take him to school, and his mother would have to drive him. And by the time they got there, she would not leave his side for another 45 minutes until he stopped crying. In third grade, he would meet one of the closest females in his life besides his mother. Though he didn't give her her actual name, instead, he called her Kelly. Randy said that during this time, he would do everything with her on campus, but outside of school, they never interacted with each other. Though his relationship with Kelly wasn't romantic, he did say that he learned about sex from her. And later, they would cut ties with each other for unknown reasons.
Learned about sex in the 3rd grade. Wow. Shit. God, I feel like a fucking loser. I didn't learn about sex till I was like in the 6th grade.
We're in Texas.
Around the same time, Randy would meet his best friend Matthew, and in middle school, out of their passion for movies, they would play around with the camcorder that Randy's parents owned. They would make scary movie parodies and action-adventure films. And one time, even featured them pretending to smoke using a pretzel stick. Randy described his grades to be fairly well with him, and only struggling at math. But due to this, he would have to stay an hour after school on Tuesdays and Wednesdays in order to improve his grade. But later on, he would improve it to a B-. Despite the problems with socializing and issues with math, Randy would discover his first passion: computers. He would create sites about football and would update them frequently. And prior to starting high school, Randy wanted to get into web design as a possible career, but after taking a class, he immediately despised it.
Wow. So, he didn't care for web design, but Huh. That's interesting. That really is interesting. Why? you think he despised it? Like, he had decent editing prowess. Like, he had potential. Why do you... I guess web design... I guess he wasn't into the coding aspect of web design. Maybe he was just into the, you know, making it look good web design instead of, you know, he was into the cosmetics, not the actual work that goes into it. That makes sense. Coding isn't for everybody, but it is pretty easy to do. I mean, oh well. Yeah, you can't win everybody with coding.
But prior to his freshman year, Randy would lose the first person close to him in his life. At age 77, and diagnosed with cancer, his grandfather would pass away.
Oh no.
Though he claimed he took it well, Randy still felt the loss.
Well, yeah.
In 2006, while Randy was on a ski trip with his friends, they decided to record themselves jumping off a ski lift, and thinking what they did was cool, they decided to put the video on a site called YouTube, which at the time was only a year old.
Damn, look at that. Holiday video contest won an Xbox 360. Oh my goodness. Look at that. An iPod Nano. Giving away 4 gigabyte iPod Nano every day through the end of the year, increasing your chances to win by signing up, uploading videos. Wow. Remember when YouTube did giveaways?
What? Here. I gave you...
I had a milkshake earlier. I gave Max my cup and he just did the stupidest fucking face I've ever seen him make. I don't even know why he did it. He's like, what the
Later
fuck?
on, Randy would join the on-site.
Yeah, they... fine, I'll show Maxie. I'll show him. Video capture device. Alright, fine. You're about to see Mr. Maxie. About to see Mr. Maxie. Mr. Max. He's a Mr. Max. He's a stinky. But his milkshake. Can we get a face cam? Nah. Hair messy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Alright. There he is!
Where his channel would upload clips from movies. But due to infringing on copyright, Randy's first channel would get struck 3 times and would lose his videos, his subscribers, and his channel entirely. 2 years later, after losing 4 more channels to termination.
Hold on. Hold on. Please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. Please keep Is it good, Mr. Bubs? Is it good? It's a good milkshake. A good milkshake for Mr. Bubs. It's a good milkshake. This is whipped cream. I left him the whipped cream. He's just vibing. He's just eating whipped cream. That's what he wanted. That's what he's been barking for the whole time. Anyways, I'm slurping. Big schnauzer. Schnauzer. No, he no schnauzer. He's a big old black lab doodle. Something.
Randy would create his 5th channel, called Pioneers Productions. He named the channel Pioneers Productions after the local arena football team. He didn't give much thought to the name, because he expected Pioneers Productions to also fall victim to termination as well. When talking about what motivated him to make videos, Randy said that his friend, James, hit 1,000 views on one video, and thought to himself, if he could do it, why can't I? And in his first attempt to create original content on his channel, Randy created a character named Hugh Jazz, a former robber turned into a serial killer after coming back to life while being executed via the electric chair, much like the Friday the 13th villain, Jason Voorhees.
Again, why does... He was really obsessed with death as a kid. Like, a lot, you know? He's still going at it in the milkshake, by the way. Is it good? Did you get it all? Here, let me get the scissors. Get it open. Hold on, y'all. I gotta help my dog get inside this cup. Alright, here you go. Hey. I help him. He wanted more whipped cream. He couldn't reach it.
In the meantime, Randy, his brother Jeremy, along with a few other people, created a channel called Fat Ass, which parodies the MTV show Jackass. Though Randy was making videos, his channel still didn't get the attention that he felt that it deserved. However, an unlikely ally would come to his aid and give him his first taste of success.
Is this on? I'm Fred, and Mom, I'm not using your camera!
In October 2006, a 13-year-old Lucas Krumshake creates his character, Fred Figglehorn, a 6-year-old child with a high-pitched voice. And to the surprise of Lucas, Fred would boom in viewers and bring over 1 million subscribers within 3 years. Believing that this could help him grow, Randy creates videos inspired by Fred, where he would pitch his voice, but would get negative comments towards him. However, after making a Fred-style Christmas video in 2008, Randy had learned that Fred himself favorited his video, and it would finally give him the attention he sought, with over 800 new subscribers and 10,000 viewers. For him, this wasn't only a dream come true, but it also helped him wonder where he could get popular again.
What the?
Well, hello, Damien. I'm a wooden fucking alligator. Check out my red wheels.
Oh my god.
In January 2009, Randy was watching a YouTuber by the name of Damien, or better known as Make Me Bad 35. And as one of the first live shows he has seen, Randy would watch as Damien would take calls from viewers asking him about the most embarrassing moments he had on camera. Randy decided to call himself in to see if he could get on the show, and after a few failed calls, he'd finally get an answer. The answer was that he could join the show. Randy had a panic and shock, threw his phone under the bed, while Damien's roommate...
He really did rip off this guy, didn't he? He really did. That fucking horse video is this video. I'm a fucking red alligator. You know, it's a high pitch. It's the same high pitched voice. Dude, Randy really was a leech.
Kyle jokingly told him,
His roommate Kyle gave in his 2 cents.
Hello? Hello? Pick up your phone.
Next time.
You dirty swamp rat.
As a result, Randy came out of the call with a high morale boost, and in spring 2009, Randy would get a haircut in the style of Fred's. And in fall later that year, he and Damien would get in touch again, but this time to collaborate on a Q&A video. The video in question would get over 35,000 views and mostly positive comments. And on November 19th, 2009, Randy would introduce his first major character.
Dear Diary, adopted a stuffed animal horse head on a stick today. It was almost lifelike.
Oh! Talking stuffed horse head on a stick!
Talking stuffed horse head on a stick!
Oh my god! Famous!
Made his debut. And like Mr. Wooden Alligator, Mr. Horsehead was also a foul-mouthed toy animal that would torment his owner out of enjoyment. Videos involving Mr. Horsehead would be some of Randy's content until 2011, but a year before that, Randy and Damien would create a crossover video between Mr. Wooden Alligator and Mr. Horsehead.
Have you seen him?
No, why?
He's gone.
God, that is making me cringe. Okay. We gotta talk about the fucking Ghost Squad. We gotta talk about the Ghost Squad. We gotta talk about the Ghost Squad.
Viewer discretion advised.
Show me. Oh yeah. Again, the intro. Fuck.
Wasn't that a good intro, Mr. Max? Yeah. You're licking your lips. Must have been tasty.
Damn.
Shortly after recording his log on March 26th, Randy returns to the Columbine forums to discuss the final resting places of Eric and Dylan, the 0 Hour documentary, and the destruction of the lost basement tapes. While there, he praises the making of the documentary, but also shows his disappointment in possibly never seeing the tapes in his lifetime. On April 4th, Randy gets back on camera for the first time since 2016, and gives detailed information about how Ember's Ghost Squad came to mind. One of the first things he mentions is the possible date of his death, and explaining on why he didn't want to show his face.
And here I am, recording on video for one of the last times. And I thought I'd sit here today and talk about EGS while I can, to answer some questions that will probably forever go unanswered if I don't do it now. So, yeah, I just thought I would sit here and talk for an hour or so on video instead of the audio recordings, because you won't get to see me anymore. And this will be one of the last visuals you'll have of me, you know? I don't post, like, my face on social media much anymore because this isn't who I am, you know? I'm Andrew Blaze. I'm not this here. I'm that. I'm not this, you know? I can't emphasize that enough. And over the last few years, I just hated looking at myself, and it's because it's not me.
Lapis, please, don't, Lapis. We're here for you. Don't. Don't, okay? Don't. We're here for you, Lapis. We love you, Lapis.
You know, I didn't just wake up one day and realize that this is who I am, you know? It just didn't happen like that. It gradually happened over time, over a span of around, I would say, 7 to 8 years.
Okay, so this is something we have to talk about. So Randy believed that he was a female soul trapped in a man's body, much like Chris Chan believes he is. So Randy believes that in order to become part of Ember's Ghost Squad, one has to commit so much trauma within 24 hours that you are just you're accepted into this ghost squad of pure chaos, full of murderers and evil bitches. Even if you aren't, even if you're a man when you die, when you join the ghost squad, you become an Ember recolor, and you are forever a woman. This was all just a disguise, really, for his transsexual thoughts. He was transgendered and was too scared to face that about himself. Sure, he shaved his legs with a feminine razor and shaving cream. He would wear bras. He would wear panties. He would cross-dress when his parents weren't home. And then he started leaving hints around his house, like, "Come on, you know I'm doing this. I know you know I'm doing this." You know, like he was baiting them into, yelling at him about it. He wanted the attention for it. But the thing is, his transgender thoughts went unchecked. They went unnoticed, and he just sat there and let them poison his mind. He didn't further his research about it. He didn't go to a doctor and talk about it. He didn't talk to a therapist about it. Like I said, he just bottled it up inside and hid it away from the public, like he did with his entire obsession here. He hid it. Anything that he could do to get attention, he'd do it. That's why he left the razors. That's why he would, leave panties and stuff all over his room. It's sad. It's so sad that literally his problems could have been fixed if he had a good support group.
At 1 minute and 22 seconds, Randy talks about his drawings of Danny Phantom and the Fairly Odd Parents, and how it would eventually lead him to EGS.
Drawings in my school notebooks. Back in middle school, you had to get these books to read, which were called accelerated reader books, and you would take tests on them. So they were books that were on a level high enough to, test your mental reading ability, I guess. And you would get points for it and all that, but you only had to read 2 a quarter. I say only loosely, it's a lot to read, but when I wasn't reading, I would doodle. And I had no idea that this would eventually lead to EGS, 10 years later. It was never a thought. And it's just crazy. It was like, 6 to 7 years after that, boom, I was drawing cartoons in Flash. At the time, when I was going into 9th grade, I had a stack of papers that was literally like almost higher than this viewfinder can go. It was huge, and I burned them all because I was an idiot, but it was just taking up space in my closet, so I'm like, I need to get rid of stuff. So I burned my comics, which I really wish I didn't do, but it's what happens. You get rid of stuff throughout your life, and it's gone forever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you think Butch Hartman thought of this? I imagine he doesn't much care for it. I imagine he doesn't much care for it. The idea that one of his characters inspired a spree killing, or I guess a mass murder, a mass shooting. I keep saying spree killer.
At 4 minutes, Randy then begins to talk about the origins of EGS, and how his personal losses have influenced him.
How did EGS even start? And it goes back to those doodles I mentioned. That was the very, very start of it. But it can even go back farther beyond that. It just depends how you look at it. Because throughout my entire life, I always envisioned the afterlife as being this magical place where you can do like whatever you wanted and be whoever you wanted and, just be happy and be around things that you like and not have to worry about any bullshit that you deal here on Earth. And pretty much since you're a kid, you think about things.
This was his version of Quickville. The EGS was his version of Quickville. I'm sorry to compare him to fucking Chris Chan, but, now that Chris Chan has compared himself to him, like, it's kind of hard not to see the similarities. I can kind of understand where Chris Chan's coming from at this point. But, why is it that crazy people always do this? It's always this home away from home, the safe space in the recesses of their mind, the dark recesses of their mind. That's where they hide, that's where they flourish, where no one can reach them. Far away in their happy place. Man. So his happy place was with the EGS.
Once in a while, not all the time, but you think from time to time, what is it like to die? It's a question you ask yourself throughout your entire life. What is it like to die? And, depending who you're surrounded by, you more likely than not will deal with a relative passing away, who's obviously most likely going to be anywhere between the ages of 50 and 80 plus, So when I was a kid, I dealt with some deaths, but they were just with people who I didn't know much. When I'm like 6 to 9 years old and, a great aunt passes away, it's like I didn't really know.
The perfect afterlife is the eternal sleep. Here, I'm going to let you in on my own menacism. my own belief about death. I get my belief about death from the book Don't Kiss Them Goodbye by Alison Dubois. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best interpretations of death. So basically, our spirits, once we die, we wake up and we have every answer to every question that we've ever asked in our life. It just hits us within a snap. We know every answer to life's hardest questions. You remember, oh fuck, it was B on that math test in 2nd grade. It was B, or it was, man, I should have given Max another smoothie. It was stuff like that. It's stuff like that, and you can always like pretty much have your own stylized heaven. We are the spirit's heaven. As long as we remember people's, what they were, how we want to remember them, they will always be with us. And that is how I view death. To be remembered is to be in heaven. You feel me? To be remembered and to be loved is to be in heaven.
Who they were, so it like wasn't really sad, but still I felt the feels, from the funeral and the viewings and all that, but I didn't really see a dead body until middle school. It took that long. I would like to say it was 2005 was the first time I saw a dead corpse, and it just stuck with me. Just that the thought of just being gone, you're not in this body anymore, your soul's gone. I made a recording the other day talking about, it was like a week ago, talking about, what I think the meaning of life is and saying everyone has a soul and all this, and, you can listen to that. I won't repeat everything, but, it's weird just thinking like that's just an empty body. There's no soul in it. There's no life in it. It's dead, and it's like, where did they go? Where did the soul go? And, people have their own beliefs.
See, I also like the JoJo example of spirit. So with Yoshikage Kira, after his death, spoiler alert for part 4, he basically gets his memory wiped and he becomes a bounty hunter in the manga Dead Man's Questions. And Araki stated that for a ghost to be like a human, they have to have more rules than we do. And so being a ghost and not going to heaven is harder on you than it was being alive. And I like that idea. Like, you have to like ask permission to enter every single room, and you can't walk through walls unless you know the person or they've seen you. So yeah, I do recommend reading the manga Dead Man's Questions, and hopefully one day they'll make a one-off animation of it, or maybe an OVA of it. I really wish they would. I think it'd be a great companion piece to the Rohan ones. But yeah, so the idea that being dead is harder than being alive is something that's also always stuck with me. So maybe, I feel like if he did a little bit more research, he would like the idea. He would find the idea interesting. The idea of writing ghost characters, like, you can't just base it off of one fucking TV show. You have to have multiple interpretations within the layers of your characters. So basically, all of these bitches are one-sided characters. They have one-sided trait. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm a murderer. Oh, ooh, I'm ooh. Like, that's literally every single one of his ghost characters. They're just rehashes. And by the way, that rubber frog you've been seeing, it turns into a ghost girl too. So it's like, what? It's a toy frog. How does it even have a soul? Just a little fact to share. I share the same birthday as Yoshikage Kira, for anyone in the chat who doesn't know. Oh shit. You have the stand killer queen.
Beliefs on everything, and it's just, that's what it will be for you in the end. What you believe, what your faith is, that's where you're going to end up. If you're a Christian, Catholic Christian, if you're Methodist, if you're Lutheran, if you're Muslim or something, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. That's what your afterlife is going to be. So it's like your mind saying that this is where I was, and these are who my leaders are on the other side, and I'm here to accomplish something. And I was sent here from them. I was assigned a contract saying this is what was going to be expected of me, and this is what was going to happen, and this is how I'm going to die. Okay? So, yeah, 2005 was the first pretty much death that I saw, that I deal with, that I actually got to see the corpse, because my great aunt passed away before, and it was actually, that's who, it was his mother, who died the year before that, but there was no viewing. I don't remember why, but there just wasn't one. But she was the first death that I actually, like, legit dealt with, but I didn't know her much. But yeah, I was at the funeral, and I got tear.
Wait. I see death this way. If I had no problem not existing for millions of years before my mom gave birth to me, I might not have a problem with not existing when I pass. Damn.
Eyed because you're singing all these prayer songs and everything, and he will raise you up on eagle's wings, and it stuck with me to this day. I still remember that song, but I can't remember all the words. But it stuck with me. Okay, and the following year in 2005, her son died, and that was the first body I saw. The following year in 2006, my grandfather died, and that was the first death that just touched close to home for me, even though I spent my entire childhood around my grandmother instead of my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
It made me realize, like, what you have. You realize what you have, and sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Literally, he just didn't. Oh my god. So he understood, right? He understood exactly what the fuck he was doing. He couldn't claim insanity. He couldn't, do anything like that. He straight up knew, I'm going to hurt people because I don't want to face myself. But then he wants to tell all these people, you don't know what you have till you fucking lose it. Dude, you had a good life ahead of you and you threw it away because you were too busy chasing your fantasy about being a ghost girl. That's what this all boils down to. Randy Stair, you completely bailed out of life because you couldn't face yourself. Not your father, not your mother, not your family, not your work, not your college. You couldn't face yourself.
And when he died, it was like the first time I ever saw like someone like being unconscious or being in a coma and dealing with cancer and stuff like that, which, he died in his house. He had this big bed in the living room, and he was just hooked up to these machines and everything, and was just breathing like really heavily, and he was just unconscious. And it just happened like that. One day he was talking and everything, and then the next day he was gone. It was St. Patrick's Day when he died, and I'll never forget it. I was at home watching Fairly Odd Parents, and it was very idle. I remember that episode.
Oh, fuck, I remember it too. Shit.
And I just remember watching that, and then my grandmother called and said that my parents better get down there because obviously he didn't have a lot of time left. And sure enough, he passed away that night, and my dad obviously was very depressed after that. Totally changed him for a while, and honestly it probably still affects him today. I don't know, because I fucking hate his guts and I want him to fucking die, but it was just the first death that really struck close to home like that for me. And I got through it all. The funeral, I really came close to really bawling, but I held it in.
Why would you hold it in? You don't have to hold in your feelings at a funeral. You don't have to look like the big tough macho man. I'm gonna be the macho man, can't cry. Ooh, look at me. I'm a little boo. Can't fucking cry. God. Like, legit. Who the fuck thinks they're too fucking big to cry? Yeah, he could have just cosplayed as this persona for the rest of his life. Yeah, fuck, yeah. Yeah, he didn't have to go out and kill people. He could have just, he could have started like a Patreon or something, started cosplaying and shit. Nah. Let's just go out and, you know, shoot up a fucking grocery store. Dude, he's stupid. He was stupid. Like, he had all these big brain ideas and all these big fucking mantras in his head, these ideals, these rituals that he would do, yet he was too stupid to face himself.
My dad said he was proud of me for dealing with all this very well and all that, but
you weren't dealing with it very well, obviously. You held it back from your parents instead of talking with them about it. Talking about how your fucking... Oh my god, how your grandpa died. It's just... Listen, people. If someone in your life dies, it's alright to cry. It's alright to mourn. That's just what humans do. When we lose someone who's close to us, it's just natural instinct to just cry. Just cry. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, trans, hetero, cis, gay, straight, bi. It doesn't matter. I probably said straight and hetero at the same time. Who cares? It doesn't matter what nationality, what sexuality, what gender you are. You can cry. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. It's not humanly possible to bottle up your emotions, because eventually that bottle gets full, and when that bottle gets full, you're gonna fucking explode. So, again, if you need someone to talk to, if you have health insurance, that's a big thing. Because, you know, Bernie didn't fucking get his chance. But if you got health insurance, go find yourself a cheap therapist. Or if you don't have health insurance, find yourself maybe like an even cheaper therapist. But make sure they have good reviews, you know. Find yourself a good friend group. Find yourself people who actually care about you. And just get help. And just talk to people. It's okay to open up. It's okay to show weakness. You don't have to be on edge. You don't have to defend yourself 24/7. It's okay to show weakness sometimes. Even if you're a man, it's okay to show weakness. Because you can't be this big armored tank all the time and expect to have all these emotions that are within your mind bottled up inside this big iron tank. Eventually, that tank blows up. Or it has a malfunction and you gotta let somebody inside to figure out what's going on. And the people who bottle up their emotions like this usually have an even deeper seated problem than they even know about. And a little bit of therapy can really help go a long way when it comes to these kind of problems. And I like I've been saying the entire hour and 30 minutes I've been fucking doing this. If Randy Stairs had gotten some fucking help, he would have been better off than what he planned on doing. Instead of bottling up his emotions until he fucking blew up and got high and drunk, went to his fucking job, and shot up 3 fucking people. Like, he chose to numb his pain. He chose to just completely ignore it. He chose to get drunk, and he chose to smoke weed instead of just focusing on what he needed to do. And that was help himself.
You know, it's just something you shouldn't have to deal with when you're that young. But, yeah, so that was the very start of, like, me thinking about death occasionally, I'd like to say. Because that was in 7th grade. You know, 7th grade, you're like 12 or 11 or something. You're still really young. And you got your whole life ahead of you. You don't think about dying. You know, it's like, I can do anything. I want to be this, or I'm going to try to be this. And you're just planning out your life. You're not thinking you're going to die. And as middle school pressed on, I wanted to die. I didn't want to go to high school. I just kept picturing myself trying to take my life somehow, but I knew I wasn't going to go through with it. There's no way. You're not likely to kill yourself when you're 11.
If there's one thing Buddhism taught me, it's that human suffering comes from desire. Yeah, it does. Our desire to be great causes suffering either in ourselves or others around us. Our pride leads to suffering. And that's a good quote there. But what he just said, the whole thing, you don't really think of death a lot when you're a little kid. Well, like I've mentioned before, I've had quite a few close calls when it comes to almost dying. And I think when I really started to fear death when I was a kid was after this dream I had where I was in a white room and I saw myself laying in a casket, and I got closer and closer to it, and the closer I got to it, the more decayed I was. And just that image always haunted me. It would always send a cold chill down my spine. It's just one of those things you can't really explain. You sit up at night looking at your ceiling thinking, man, have I done everything I needed to do with my life? I mean, what am I even doing? I'm literally just, some little kid. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And it's just something that no one can escape. And that's what I used to fear about it. But now, I've come to terms with it. Death is something that happens naturally. And it is your destiny to die. Memento mori. You will die. And the only thing we can do is just enjoy the time we have on this earth. Enjoy the time we have with our family and friends, our pets, everything we can. Just enjoy it and cherish every last second. Because you never know when your chances of enjoying your happiness in your life can be taken away from you. So try your best to focus on the good instead of the bad. Try your best to focus on your happy times instead of your horrible times.
I mean, it doesn't happen
Divorcee clone.
that often like you'd expect. But, I eventually got through high school. But high school is where everything began. The seed got planted. In 7th grade, it started to grow underground in high school.
But yeah, I see where he's coming from. When I was in high school, I never pictured that I would be 22. I pictured that I would just die when I was 18. Legit, I was really fucked up when I hit 18. The idea of going out in this crazy fucking world and, just getting completely fucked over, it scared me. It really did. But over time, you learn how to deal and you learn how to live your life. I had just started, and I was already overwhelmed with the idea of taxes and shit. It was just scary. I had always thought that, man, I'm just going to end up dead at 18. That's why I keep having these visions of death. I don't know why I always thought that. I don't know why. But I had good friends, and I always did my best to ignore my feelings of death. Until I just started thinking about them again recently. And actually, it was ever since I finished watching Medium, I really started thinking about death in a different way. And ever since I read the Don't Kiss Them Goodbye book from Alison Dubois, I really... Death isn't something to fear. Death, like I said, is a release.
School, but it was out of high school when it started to bloom.
At 13 minutes and 41 seconds, Rainey goes on to talk about the first time he started cross-dressing, while also confirming his heterosexuality.
Right in a way. It's very hard to explain, but it wasn't like I was gay, because I knew I didn't like guys. I never was attracted to guys. I was always attracted to girls in high school.
That just sounds like Christian. I'm straight, believe me. Slanderous trolls better not say otherwise, because I'm straight.
Like, that's all I'm seeing. Him saying that he's not gay. He promises he's not gay. Like, again, this all comes back to it. Sex has everything to do with psychology. I know Sigmund Freud, blah, blah, blah. I really do believe this. Sex has to do with literally everything we do in our lives. Who we vote for, what we eat, what we drink. It's all about sex. Because we vote for,
people who have big dick energy, like Biden, and, you know, people who have small cock energy, like Trump, they don't get in. Except for that one time when a whole bunch of incels got him in. Everything's about sex. Everything.
I would always be looking at their legs, or
But like him just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not gay, I'm not gay, I'm not gay." He's obviously insecure about his own sexuality. He doesn't want to admit that he's gay out of fear of people calling him a faggot. You know, and like I get that. I get that. He isn't comfortable in his own skin. He wants to be a ghost girl. He is uncomfortable with his sexuality, and that's okay. Not everyone can be in touch as, you know, as I am. I'm pretty in touch with my sexuality, I believe. You just gotta learn who you are as a person. He was 24 when he died. That's just crazy.
at their chest, at their hair, at their eyes, at their crotch, you know, what you do as a guy. But I always just envisioned myself being one of them, and I was just never, as like my high school years went on, I just felt more and more lost. Like I had no clue what I was. But I knew flat out that I wasn't gay. I fucking hate guys. I hate the facial hair they have. I hate their crotches. I hate the way their body structure is. I hate them being really muscular and jacked. You know, I just always hated guys. I was never into guys. They just disgust me.
Like it just sounds like he's trying to cover up something there, doesn't it? It really does sound like he's trying to cover up something. Or maybe that's just me. I think he's trying to cover up that maybe he might have dabbled in a little bit of dick. Just saying. He maybe have dabbled in a little bit of dick.
They really do. Honestly, guys are just the most disgusting thing on this planet.
Oh, sure.
And I just was thinking, I was like, well, what the hell am I? And I didn't really research what genders people could be and all this stuff. And it was just, I didn't know what I was, but I just kept going back to girls and wanting to wear women's clothing.
So his gender expression, which by the way, sex and gender are different things. And if you want to say there's only two genders, fuck off, you're stupid. There's only two sexes. Yes. There's more than two genders. Gender is what you wish to be perceived as. So technically, let's say someone they want to be dressed up as a man, but they're a woman. And they want to be perceived as a man. What's wrong with just calling them a man? They look like a man, they dress like a man, they talk like a man, they act like a man. What is wrong with calling that woman a man? Same thing with a man that wants to, dress up like a woman. They look like one, they talk like one, they walk like one, they dress like one. But you would just straight up say, "Hey, sir!" on purpose? That's a dick move. There's more than two genders, but there's only two sexes.
I mean, it wasn't like a transvestite thing where you're a guy fantasizing about being a woman and just wearing the clothes and all that. It was much deeper than that. And it wasn't until once I got out of college that I really started to realize who I was. It took a long time.
At 16 minutes and 18 seconds, he talks about his time in writing class, and talks about how he would always have a character be killed off at the end of a story he would make.
Laptops and computers for everything. We would write our essays on paper.
This dude was just straight... He was just depressed. He was depressed. Probably didn't have a therapist. He vented in his fucking art. He vented in his fucking OCs. Vented in his fucking writing. Vented in his fucking journal. Like, he was just the constant vent. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta show the finale. I understand.
Viewer discretion advised.
Hold on, what are you saying? I've always sort of feared death as a concept, just as the fact that one day I could die, just like that, by literally anything. With such unexpectancy, and I wouldn't even know it, unable to say bye. See, that's the thing, Dave. That's the thing that always scared me too. But if you follow my doctrine, if you follow my doctrine in the cult of Menace, you You can believe this. When we die, our spirit leaves our body. We know everything that we ever wanted to know in our lives. It just comes to us in waves after wave after wave until we're just filled with so much information, so much happiness, so many emotions all at once. We look down at our families whenever we want to. We can visit them in their dreams whenever we want to. We can always say hello and goodbye whenever we please. We, as long as we are remembered, we are loved, and we are there. See, that's the thing. The only person who can accomplish your dreams are you. Get out there. I mean, you can't really get out there now because of the pandemic, but once this shit's over, I want everyone to at least accomplish one thing that they really wanted to do this year. When all this shit gets over, when the vaccine gets out, I want you guys to just accomplish something big. Do something big that you've been wanting to do this whole time during this pandemic. And hopefully it's a proactive thing. Hopefully it's something that'll help you and make you happy and not destructive, you know? Do something that would better your life. Do something that will better you as a person. That is what I want you to take away from this stream. Don't do what Randy Stairs did. What Randy Stairs did, or Randy Stair, it's not Stairs. What Randy Stair did was just it's fucking stupid. Randy Stair shut off everyone from his life, didn't talk to anybody, didn't have a support group, didn't have a therapist, probably wasn't on any antidepressants to help him. I don't really know that yet, but it's just, it just makes me mad. Because I'm an empath. That is my psychology. I'm an empath. I do my best to help anybody. That's just who I am. And it just makes me sad when I see so much wasted potential, a wasted life. It just hurts. The idea that a person could have done decent, could have been happy, but instead they just threw it all away. Just because they didn't have anyone to talk to. And that's what made me start, really, my Discord community the way I have it. I wanted to be there for people and to just talk to people who needed it. Because everyone needs someone to talk to. Everyone really needs someone to listen sometimes. Sometimes you don't need someone to criticize you or to mock you. You just need someone to listen. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with just saying, hey, I just need someone to listen to me for a bit. I'm having a rough day. I just want to talk about it. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with telling people how you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with, being open about how you are, how you're feeling. And if there's, like I said, if there's one takeaway you can take away from the stream, it's don't bottle up your emotions. Let people aware of who you are and how you are. You feel me? Hopefully that this message gets across and that we don't have another repeat of what this guy did ever again. I know that, people are going to be like, blame the video games, blame the whatever. It's blame himself. Himself is the only one to blame. Video games, Danny Phantom, it's not to blame. It's just himself. Danny Phantom had nothing to do with this. Randy Stair had everything to do with this. It's just like the Columbine shooting. People said, it was Doom. Or if you're that stupid police officer who was in my fucking college seminar class, it was Gary's Mod. Gary's Mod caused Columbine. I'm like, dude, Gary's Mod wasn't made during Columbine. They were Doom wads. Like, they weren't even, like, fucking... I had to school a police officer. And then everyone looked at me funny because I knew that. But the thing is, I knew that because I had watched a documentary at school, 0 Hour, which, by the way, if you haven't watched 0 Hour, that is the best Columbine documentary. And in fact, I think it's probably one of the best documentaries about like a murder ever. Probably better than the John Wayne Gacy documentary I watched a few weeks ago. Still to this day, yeah. Yeah, Marilyn Manson was blamed for it. But the thing is, those boys were to blame. It wasn't their parents. Well, I mean, kinda. Kinda was their parents. I mean, they had fucking pipe bombs in their bedrooms. Like, you're telling me that you didn't see the pipe bombs? You didn't go in their bedrooms? Ugh. Man, that was just... Ugh. Columbine just makes me mad. It makes me mad.
On May 26th, Randy returns to the shooting range for the final time, and while there, he shows a significant improvement in his accuracy.
Yes, I've seen that. Wow.
After concluding his test, Randy would set up a camera behind his steering wheel, and this recording would be simply titled, The Drive.
What's up? Today is Friday, May 26th. Today sucked. Just did not have any energy to do anything. Hopefully you can hear me over the car. I don't know what this is gonna sound like, but big fucking what do you do?
The first thing he talks about is how he has given up on doing his routines, including the Ember's Ghost Squad animation.
It was to the point today where I didn't even touch the massacre video at all. I didn't do anything. My body physically did not want to do anything today, and it blowed. I just sat at my computer desk and I almost fell asleep. After sleeping for 10 hours, I almost fell asleep. And then I did. I took an hour nap.
So he was depressed.
It's unreal how weak my body is right now.
Yes, he's depressed.
I can't do it anymore. I can't. With a full-time job on top of it, I can't do this anymore. It's awful. I never get any sleep, and even when I do, I still feel like shit. Slept for 10 hours, then tacked on another hour after that.
That's depression for you.
Still feel like shit.
Yep, that's depression.
So I'm at the point now where it's like, I don't give a fuck. If there's holes in the video, or if there's just like animatic shots in there in place of what was gonna be a shot, what the fuck ever. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. My body is giving up. That's it. It's over. My YouTube career is over. My life's over. It's all over. Everything. Now it's just the waiting game. I'm just on borrowed time. That's it. If I really wanted to, I can go in tonight and pop Brian off if I wanted, but it's just him and Terry there. There's no point. I'm gonna get the other two. It's gotta be Wednesday.
Why is it?
That's the way it is.
It's gotta be a Wednesday. Like, he planned this shit out to the fucking hour. To the fucking minute. So, instead of, taking control of his life and bettering himself, he instead planned a way to end it. Planned a way, just end it. It's just, it really is shitty. It really is really fucking shitty. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but like legit, if you're feeling like this, let people know. Don't hide it. Don't be afraid to show it. Because if you hide it, you end up like this. You end up just desperate. Desperate for anything to help you. And this idea that hurting others will help you not hurt anymore, it's very destructive, and it's not healthy, it's not smart, it's just evil. It's a bad idea. Very, very bad idea. And it's not going to let you be remembered in good light. If Randy here had died, you know, under normal circumstances, maybe today we would have been talking about something different. Maybe if he had just, you know, just shot himself at home instead of killing people, maybe it would have talked about him different. Would have been like, oh man, it really sucks that he didn't talk about it. You know, he didn't really expose what he was really doing. But instead, he fantasized about it, made animations about it, about what he was gonna do. He decided what he was going to do based off of a coin flip. Heads, he was gonna shoot up a school. Tails, he was gonna shoot up the shopping mall he worked at. All of that decided on a coin flip. Either the lives of children or the lives of people he saw at work every day. I can't imagine. What if it had landed on heads? What if he had shot up an elementary school? All those kids that would have been killed. All of their lives ahead of them. All stopped because he was too scared to talk about his feelings. And the 3 people that he did kill, you know, my heart goes out to their families. I know it's 3 years. That's still a fresh wound. And I imagine they're looking over at that dinner table. I mean, if they even are still alive thanks to COVID, but I'm sure they're looking over at that dinner table, or, you know, this Christmas, gonna be remembering them. And they should. Remembering them for what they did, and how they acted, how they lived their lives, but not remembering the man who took them away from them.
Plus, I don't have Laura's lines yet for the opening anyway, so I think what I'm just gonna do is over the next week, just keep digging through stuff and see what I can find and upload what I can to the MediaFire page, and, you know, animate when I feel like it, which is gonna be never. I don't feel like doing it anymore. The mental strain from it all, I can't even explain it. It's really hard to explain. Like, and it's crazy because you're not physically doing anything like exercising wise, except like your head. You're just thinking, but even then, it's like I'm just mentally fucking physically exhausted today. And I just look at the video and it's like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. And it sucks. It really sucks. It sucks ass. That's what I like to do. Animators can fucking
Around nearly 9 minutes into the recording, Randy talks about the issues he has with sleeping, quickly rules out the possibility that he might have ADD, and also talks about uploading his final video.
Just done. I'm done. I don't know what else you want me to say.
So basically, his paranoia, his insanity, and everything were multiplied due to lack of sleep. And this whole idea that he had to kill people on this specific day at this specific time, he had planted the seed in his head that he needed to die. Why? Because Ghost Girls told him to. Like, I feel like people would have felt... Listen, I feel like if he had just killed himself and not killed other people, the story would have been a little bit different. You know, if he had just done an Anne-Hero and just, you know, did that instead. Yeah, his waifu said so. Literally. It's just, it's sad. It really is sad. And it sucks to talk about such a depressing topic during such a horrible fucking year. But I had to get this done. This stream had to happen. It's been on my mind ever since I saw that Medicare video. Something about Randy Stair just always perplexed me. The idea that he, instead of seeking help
and, you know, friends, he just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot up a supermarket. I don't understand how anybody could come to that conclusion. Come to the conclusion that, man, I feel like shit, I'm going to hurt somebody else so I don't feel like shit anymore. Like, how much of an awful person do you already have to be to think that? But also to theorize about an idea of doing it to children, multiple children. That is another reason why I don't really care for Randy Stair. As I've said before in my doctrine, you know, if there's one thing a menace hates, it's someone who either hurts kids, or hurts animals, or hurts something that can't defend itself. Those are the recipes for a shitty human being. And it's just, he couldn't defend himself from himself, if that makes any sense. He just sat there and let his depression eat him away and eat him away and eat him away. Losing what was left of his sanity. Losing what he was striving for so long. Fame. Yeah, if he stayed alive, like, if he didn't shoot himself, or maybe the cops got him before he did, dude, he would have been fucked. He would have been fucked for years. And it's just one of those things. There was a lose-lose situation in that one moment. Either he pulled that trigger, or he stayed alive and went to prison. And again, there is no win. There is no win. There is no solution that should say, hey, I'm going to go out and shoot people. There is no solution that should end in that fucking answer. And if you have a solution that ends in that answer, you might want to reevaluate your hypothesis and go back to the drawing board. It's not a good idea. It never ends good. Unless maybe you're killing Hitler, but, you know, Hitler killed himself, so. Think about that. If the shittiest person on the, you know, the whole fucking planet, every last human being, the shittiest fucking person, Hitler, Adolf Hitler, shot himself instead of, you know, going out and shooting up, I don't know, like a mosque, or I guess a synagogue, really, then why the fuck would this dude who wants to jerk off to Danny Phantom porn have to go shoot up a fucking grocery store, or even a middle school, or even an elementary school for that matter? Why the fuck? I guess that's why I wanted to do this video tonight.
Every day just gets harder. Every day, just more and more thoughts race through my head. Like, not bad thoughts or anything. Like, it's like my mind is like a never-ending train trekking down a fucking track of endless, like, madness. And it never stops.
That's depression.
It's gotten worse every year. Like, song lyrics never stop playing in my head. People singing in my head. Me thinking about quotes from movies or TV shows and thinking about this and saying, I don't fucking care, a million fucking times in my head. I don't care. Nobody cares. I don't fucking care. I don't care. It never fucking stops. And it goes on forever.
It will go on forever. Depression is a cloud, a never-ending storm within your mind. That's what depression is. Depression is just a cloud in your mind that blocks all thought and makes it hard for you to think. I have clinical depression. My form of depression is... it's very simple to explain. Basically, I remember every bad thing you ever say to me, but I always end up forgetting the good things you say. If you said one bad thing to me once, I'll always remember it. But if you do a billion good things for me, I'll only remember a few. And that's just my depression. And that's just something I have to deal with on a daily basis. And it's never made me think, man, I should hurt myself or hurt others. It just makes me, it just makes me sad. It bums me out. But depression is just something that you have to fight. You have to fight depression on a daily basis, and you don't want it to make it, don't let it make you its bitch.
Because if it makes you its bitch, you end up like this. This person right here. Randy Stair, completely insane, driving with a camera on his fucking dashboard where he can't see his speedometer or his gas meter or, you know, like, he's breaking all kinds of rules of driving right here. You don't ever do this. He should have just parked his car and recorded this video. But then again, he had no value to his life. He wanted to die. But I doubt he would be happy if he died in a fucking car crash.
Especially when I'm trying to fall asleep too. That sucks ass.
Take melatonin.
It really sucks ass. Ugh. You have no idea. It's as if I have ADD, but I don't. I was never diagnosed with ADD. My brother kind of has like that or OCD. I have a little OCD, which who doesn't? Everybody does. But
yeah, I inherited my clinical depression from my grandmother as well.
It's just a never-ending nightmare. And time has gone so slow, it's not even funny. Except when I'm home. When I'm at work, it drags like a motherfucker. When I'm at home, oh look, it's noon already. What am I gonna eat for dinner? Oh, by the time I get that and come back, I'm not gonna want to do anything else. Well, then I won't be working on the video either.
Elliot Rodger's a different story. Elliot Rodger valued pussy. And just pussy. That's all he did. He didn't want love. He didn't want, you know, a relationship. He just wanted pussy. And that's the difference between him and Randy. Randy didn't want pussy. He wanted attention. Elliot was just stupid. Elliot was just fucking stupid. I think Randy had more of an IQ than him. Fuck.
It's 12 o'clock now. It's literally noon right now. I just looked at the clock. That's pretty funny. Just wanting to post on social media about the shotguns and everything, and I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I could.
No.
But it's not smart.
Why would you? Why would you? He's like, man, I want to show off my fucking shotguns on social media, but if I do, you know, FBI are gonna fucking get me. Well, yeah, they would. And you know what? I kind of wish he would. Yeah. Go post your fucking shotguns.
The biggest problem I'm facing right now is that night itself, and not the fact of what I'm about to do, but the fact of the video itself is making me nervous because God forbid that video gets flagged or reported, you know? I have no way of appealing it or reversing that, you know? You're screwed. There's nothing I can do because I'll be dead. So it's like I've been trying to plan when I'm going to release it because I want to do it in the general ballpark area of when I'm going to do it, you know? But not like anything would happen within like a few hours anyways, but, you know, it's a morbid video.
See, even he knows, like legit. This is why if he got caught, he could not plead insanity, because he knows what he is doing is wrong. He fucking knows it. He knows that YouTube is gonna flag down the video. He knows that, you know, the video's very fucked up. He knows what he's doing is monstrous and stupid, but he goes and does it anyway. Why?
And it just has me uneasy about posting it too early. It's like, I thought I could have posted it at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the time I got up, I'd know if it got reported or not, but I wanted to go up at around 9, which is when I get up. So I want to schedule release it. It's going to be a huge fucking file, too. So the other thing is, I'm up against the clock as it is, but the other thing is, this is going to be like a 2 gigabyte file when I upload it to YouTube. It's going to be a half-hour long video, pretty much, because I got all this stuff to cram into it. At least that's what it's looking like anyways. The timeline's all broken up into sections, but pretty sure it's going to be like a 25-minute video. And if that's 1080p, it's huge. It's humongous. So, I could always just do 720. It doesn't fucking matter in the end. You'll have the digital file anyway. But, yeah, it just has me uneasy because if that gets reported, then you're screwed. You know? That's just the biggest problem right now. Fortunately.
See, what really pisses me off, I'm sure that there's somebody out there who's just like, man, I really look up to this guy. I really look up to this Randy Stairs guy. Who? Bring him to me. Bring him to me. I want to see who the fuck looks up to this bastard. Like, again, if you look at this person and you're like, damn, like, I want to be that guy, go get help right now. Like, tomorrow, go to a fucking mental asylum right the fuck now. Like, holy shit.
Fortunately, I don't think.
We're only 8 minutes into this 3-hour-long fucking video. Oh my god. Let's get to this part.
Clocking in at 2 hours. Course of the video, Randy gives his family a recap of what has happened to him and why they should take notice.
Here it is. So, I wanted to record this for you, Mom, Jeremy, Dad, and really just anyone else in the family that would want to watch it and to maybe help you better understand why I did what I did and how you didn't see it coming and all that, and really just to talk to you one last time, because obviously now I won't be able to. So, I'm recording this with my iPhone. I tried my Canon camera, but the SD card was being a bitch. Kept stopping recording every fucking, 2 minutes, and I got fed up with it, so unfortunately it's going to be an iPhone quality video, so sorry about that. But, anyways, I can guarantee you that none of you saw this coming. None of you would ever remotely expect me to do something like this. And I guarantee you can't believe that I could do something like this. You know.
See, again. I don't know, Lapis. I don't know. You shouldn't write about his ideals like that. If you do, write about them in a joking or parody manner, making fun of them. Like, make fun of these ideals. Don't idolize them. Don't do anything like that with them. This guy deserves mockery. Like, again, I hate to come across like I feel bad for the guy, but like I said, I'm an empath. And my empathy pinger is just bing, 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 bing. Like, I can't help. When I see a soul like that, I'm like fucking Bucciarati from JoJo. Like, I have to adopt them. I have to adopt them, man. Like fucking Bucciarati. If I see someone hurting, I gotta help them. And the fact that, this guy's just out of my reach. I can't reach him anymore. He's dead. That's what kind of makes me sad. Damn. But just the idea of just recording yourself and you know exactly what you're about to go do. And you have to sit there and imagine what your family is going to go through, because the people in the town are going to realize it was you and that your parents raised you. Like, he didn't even think of the consequences of his actions. Think of what his parents had to go through after he did this shit. Think of everything that had to happen. Like, you know good damn well that the families of the 3 people he murdered, they had to have attempted to do something with his parents. Like sue him or something. Or at least, get some money out of him. Something had to have been done to give those deaths justice.
So, I know you could be thinking, like, you could have gotten help. You could have seen a psychiatrist. You could have gotten help.
Yeah! You could have!
The truth is, that wouldn't be me.
Shut the fuck up! You could have gotten help. You just sat there and just acknowledged it. You could have gotten help. But you chose not to because it wouldn't be you. You know what would be good for you, though, is to get help. But no, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me.
Me being on medication, sitting in therapy. No.
There's nothing wrong with being on antidepressants. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Some people's brains have a hormonal unbalance in them, and antidepressants help rebalance these hormones in your brain that make you feel like such shit every single day, every waking hour. And this motherfucker just sat here and said that he just didn't think he could do it. Yeah, she does. I know. Oh my god, God, that just really pissed me off. God, that just really pissed me off. There goes all my fucking empathy, dude. I'm just fucking pissed now. Fuck you, Randy. Fuck you. Yeah, you tell him, Max. This means that he probably looked down on people who had to take antidepressants. Probably looked down on them. He probably didn't want to take them because he probably read on... you know how every doctor is just like, this could possibly increase your thoughts of suicide. But legit, they only have to say that because some people do it. Dave, he was a Redditor. He was on Reddit. He was on DeviantArt. He was on Columbine forums. He was on Tumblr. Dave, he was on YouTube. He was everywhere. He was on Twitter. He had 5 separate Twitter accounts where he would roleplay as his OCs, and they would talk about how sexy and hot he is. I'm not kidding. He would roleplay with himself, mind you, on Twitter, and the night of the shooting, all 5 of those Twitter accounts linked to his manifesto. And this video was one of them.
That alters who you are.
This guy needed some Xanax, some Wellbutrin, some Cosequin. Oh, wait, no, that's joint medication for dogs. He needed some Cosequin.
It's not me.
That's what Max takes.
Never would be. I couldn't do that, and also I knew it wouldn't cure me. It wouldn't help me.
Well, yeah, medicine doesn't There is no cure for depression. It only gets worse, but you gotta get stronger. You gotta get up when you get down. You got today. You got today. You gotta do what the fuck you say. You've had your lows. You've had your woes. You've gotta pull yourself out of the holes.
So, one of the big things you'll notice is I was obviously a good liar in the last few years of my life. Because growing up, you know full well that I was a terrible liar. If I knew...
You needed some Pepto-Bismol. You know that has bismuth in it. Dab.
It was secret and tried to lie about it or tried to, lie to get myself out of a situation. You pretty much always knew that I was lying. It showed. But... I'd say as far back as 2013, I got better at it because I knew that my life was on the line. I didn't want to fuck up. I didn't want to get sent to therapy or a mental ward or anything like that.
This dude really did look down on niggas who went to therapy. Man, fuck you! There is nothing wrong with going to therapy, you motherfucker. You want to sit here and act like you're all high and mighty because you didn't get fucking medication or go to therapy. Man, fuck you. That's why you shot yourself, pussy. I'm looking at you dead in the eyes. That's why you shot yourself. You were too scared to face yourself in therapy. You were too scared to talk about your problems with another person in a room. You're too scared to get medicated and hopefully maybe fix that chemical imbalance in your brain that makes you tired and sleep for 10 hours a day. You were too scared. And you know what you did, Randy? You know what you did? You took your fear and your resentment towards yourself and you put that shit into bullets and shot it at people. You're no hero that deserves to be remembered. You're a joke that will be passed down generation after generation. You are a joke, a punchline. What happens when you are just too pussy to face yourself? You become a Randy Stair.
I made it count, you know? If people felt concerned about me, I just said, you know, I'm a little, you know, I'm down. I can get depressed at times, but, you know, I'm okay. You don't need to worry about me or anything like that, you know?
He did have a porn addiction, by the way. He would print out pictures of people on Facebook that he knew, and he would masturbate on their faces and then burn it. He at one point painted his entire body white to look like Ember.
No. But I doubt any of you knew how depressed I was. And
well, how are they supposed to know? Randy, how are they supposed to know? They can't read your fucking mind. See, this is the thing. People can't read your fucking mind. People can't tell what you're really thinking. That's why you have to tell them.
probably now, if you just sit there and look back and think about it, you'll probably be like, I don't know how I didn't see it. Because now I do. You know, I don't know for certain, but I guess I should tell you when this started, because all throughout my life, I was never big on living. I hated life. I almost always did. I hated meeting people. You know that full well. I just hated going through everyday life. I always did. And
he became the prequel to the white man. Damn, Dave, you bringing back them hard hitters.
I just always wanted to get away from it all. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to go to work. It wasn't me. It was never for me. But in this day and age, you know, you need a degree. You need all that to get a fucking career and all that shit, but I knew full well that...
Damn, I need a master's degree to make $15 an hour at the McDonald's. Damn. That really is how it be, though. You need a damn master's degree to work at fucking McDonald's.
In a few years, I'd be dead. You know, there was no point.
Like, legit... Okay, this is just so defeatist. It's so defeatist. So he's like, what's the point of working? What's the point of working? What's the point? What's the point? I'm gonna die anyway. What's the point? It's so stupid. It's such a stupid way of thinking about life. What's the point of waking up in the morning? I'm just gonna be dead anyway. Oh, boo-hoo, dude, you're fucking 24. I'd get if you were like fucking 90 or something, but god damn it, dude, you were 24.
But the depression started back up. Like, as I said, like, you know, I hated my life, my whole life, pretty much. I hated being alive. And elementary school, middle school, things were okay. You know, I thought about death occasionally. Like I would picture, like, in my head, like, what is the afterlife like? Like, what do you do for eternity? You know, I wonder how old I'll live to be, or all this. And the one thing that always struck me was I could never see my future. Ever.
No one can. No one can see their future. Because it's always happening. Every minute passes, you are leaping into the future. Every single second, we are leaping into the future. No one can see what the future has in store because they're already witnessing it. God damn!
Like, you know, when you're growing up, you have, like, ambition and being like, oh, I can do this the rest of my life, or I want to be this and all that, which I had. But I was never able to see myself getting married. I was never able to see myself having kids. I was never able to see myself past my 20s, ever. And it just was one of those things where it's like, wow, I might not live very long.
Again, I understand where he's coming from. The ideal of growing up out of childhood is rather scary. But guess what? Everyone does it. You just gotta talk about it.
And it's like, I knew I wasn't going to live very long. And there's one other girl who died, Rachel Scott, if you've ever heard of her name. Dad most likely knows, from Columbine. She was one of the Columbine shooting victims, which I'll talk about Columbine a little bit later on.
She was the Christian one, I believe, right?
But they made a movie, I'm not ashamed. It was a cheesy movie. It was all just hyping up fucking Christianity and all that garbage. But I bought it and I watched it, and I thought it was okay, minus the Jesus shit and all that. But it was still cool to watch. And she had the similar experience of being like, I can never see my future, and I feel like I'm going to die young, and that's just how it's meant to be and all that. And that's how I felt like my whole life. And I still got through, middle school and elementary school and all that. But once I got into high school, it just became endurance. That's what it felt like to me. I just did not want to get up and go to that school every day. And
yeah, I didn't want to go to high school either. I don't even remember half of the 10th grade, really.
And I wasn't living. I feel like I never lived. And I didn't want to either. That was one.
At 25 minutes, Randy explains how he has become more feminine since 2013.
Yeah. No, it was 2015. 2015 I got in My Little Pony. But it's mainly intended for girls. And look at that, I got 2 pony posters on my wall, One was from one of the movies, it's a crossover movie where the ponies become human. So that was different, but anyways, you don't give a shit about that. But it's just, every year of my life since 2013, I just felt more and more feminine. Can't even explain it. Look at the bathroom. Look at where my stuff was. You'll see there's a girl's Venus razor there. There's the Skintimate stuff that girls use to shave their legs and arms with.
Why would you use a girl's razor? I mean, men have razors. They're the same fucking thing, by the way. Like, some men shave their legs. Listen, if you're a man and you shave your legs, ain't no one gonna judge. Maybe you just like to have smooth-ass legs. Maybe you're a swimmer. You don't want to have all that body hair on you. It weighs you down. Hey, I mean, some people shave their nuts. Some people shave their butts. It's all up to you, man. It's your body, your choice.
Every 3 days since, 2016, I've been shaving my arms and legs and entire body every 3 days. You wonder what I'm doing in the shower for so damn long? I'm shaving my entire fucking body. I wasn't jerking off in there. But nobody ever questioned that. Which I don't know why. I hid it for the longest time. I kept...
What the fuck jerks off in the shower? Like, how? How do you jerk off in the shower? I've never known. I've never known anybody in my life that's ooh. Who? Who can just jerk off in the shower? My sister Sabrina told me a story one time where she knew a guy. She was over at a friend's house, and his brother was jerking off in the shower, and he slipped and busted his fucking head open. He was bleeding. He had a small crack in the back of his head. Damn. Doc getting personal.
The girl razor in my freaking desk over there. And I just got tired of hiding it. I'm like, well, they're gonna have to eventually know anyway, so I just started leaving it on the counter, but nobody...
But yeah, he had... he wasn't paying attention, and he dropped the soap, and it made the floor really slippery, and he's about to finish, and then he just fucking busted his fucking head open, by the way.
Questioned it, which I couldn't believe. That shocked me. Ever since 2016, I've pissed sitting down. Just one thing kept leading to another, and to another, and to another. I mean, right now, look what I'm wearing.
A bra.
You know...
Okay, so... Legit, he probably could have really, worked on himself, maybe gotten on hormones, and maybe become what he wanted to be, instead of hurting people. Why did he have to hurt people?
It's always been right under your nose, but I've kept it hidden away from you the entire time. I've had girls' t-shirts in my freaking dresser in my closet for 2.5 years or so. Leggings, that's all been here. It's been in my closet, under my bed, in the top drawer of my dresser. Right under your nose, you never saw it. And I just...
Do you expect your parents to just snoop around your bedroom all day or something, bud? Do you expect your parents to watch you piss? What are you going on about, man?
I couldn't stop buying the stuff. I didn't buy much of it, but I bought I'd say 3 pairs of leggings and 2 bras and 3 t-shirts that were girls. And there's just one thing I'll say is that white stain on the floor, like that splotch you'll see on my car.
Is it wrong to feel bad in this situation? No, it's not. That's called empathy. That's called empathy. But the thing is, you gotta learn when to hold it and learn when to fold it, you know what I mean? Save your empathy for people who need it. This guy didn't need it. He lost his privilege for empathy long ago, buddy. So, Lime, yes, you're in the right to feel wrong. Or feel bad about it all. But in reality, like, there's nothing you can do about it. The guy's already dead. And what he did is irrehensible. And he never should have done what he did.
Carpet. That was an Ember thing. I wanted to make my skin as white as possible to look like her. I wanted it to be completely white, so I bought this body paint, which was like, I don't even know what it was. It was like latex shit that, like, it becomes like glued to your skin and you gotta peel it off. And it got on the carpet, and then it got freaking in my body hair, which like almost never came out at the time. What little body hair I had at the time anyways, but that stuff never came
Randy
out,
goes
so
on to talk about everything that has been going on while they were out. From the stuffed toys, to Ember's Ghost Squad, to the Columbine Massacre forms, and finally to the shotguns. And at 54 minutes, he tells his family for his love of his fictitious character, Mackenzie West.
And then I called the smaller one Mackenzie, after Mackenzie West. Not that one. This one. Mackenzie was another reason why I did this. And you can call me crazy all you want, but spiritually, she's my soulmate. She's my girl. That's who I'm going to spend eternity with. And it's
Dude, he really... I hate to say it again, but the Chris Chan comparisons, you can really, like... He married a fucking OC, just like fucking Magic Chan.
who I was with before I was sent here. And I rediscovered her last year, and then she just started talking to me in my head ever since. And she was always there for me throughout my life when I didn't even realize it. And
yeah, what a sad and delusional man. Like I said, if he just had a good friend group, like I feel like this could have been nipped in the bud real quick, and maybe he would have been better off. You know, maybe just talking with him, you know, talking it out with him and shit. Like I said, he just, it's sad. It's sad to see, you know, someone shoot people and then kill themselves, because like you never really know like what was truly going through their head during that tunnel vision moment. It's just sad.
I write about her in the journal. I talk about her in these tapes I made before doing this, and you know, she's my girl. She's my dream girl. It's who I'm gonna.
Okay, so basically, it's a quick summary of what he just said. He had visions that in a past life he was a woman. Then he envisioned talking to her. Yeah, don't feel empathy for this loser. He killed people. You can be like, oh man, it sucked, you know. It sucked. Oh well, he shouldn't have done it. That's true. Xena, I'm always here to keep my ass in check. Sometimes, like I've said before, empathy, you gotta know when to hold it and know when to fold it, you know. And like I said, hold it. Hold it, everyone, hold it. Exactly. Xenome, I've been saying that the whole time. Where you been?
Gonna be with. And ultimately, it's what was the final nail in the coffin of ending my life. And she's everything I could ever ask for in a girl. Mackenzie's my girl.
Mackenzie's not real.
As much as you might find it hard to believe, in this poster, I'm the one wrapping my arms around her. That's me. That's what I envision myself as, and you can believe that as much as you want, or you could just call me fucking crazy. It doesn't matter to me. But that's how it is. You watch the video, if you ever do, the Westboro High Massacre video. I mean, I show it, I do the intro in like every like legit skit production I do, but it's a send request track called Comeback Song, and the very first time I heard that song, it just connected with me in a way, unlike anything that I ever had in my life. When I filmed them at LCC for my special projects workshop that I took instead of an internship, you know. And
I'm actually rather curious. I want to hear that song. Let's listen. Let's listen to this song that he said that really changed his life.
To be. To be.
Okay, I think I get the point. Alright. Here's my summary of this song. I'm miserable, I'm miserable, I'm miserable, I hate myself, I'm miserable, I'm miserable. In my life, I'm not famous, I want to be famous, I'm envious, I want to be famous. That's pretty much what that fucking song is. That's it. That's all that song is. So he's like, man, that fucking early 2000s Green Day wannabe indie band, man, they really, woo boy. Ooh, they hit him right in his cuckles.
From that day forth, you know, I filmed a music video for them and all that, and that led to some cool things, but that song was what changed my entire life. I animated it for EGS. For every skit, you'll see that intro. You know, they all say I'm broken, they never meant anything to me, can't they just leave me be to follow my own fantasy? I'm lost here, I'm jaded, stuck in my own misery. This is my comeback song, it's only meant to fucking prove you wrong. I am so far from being famous, I know you're not the same as me, and that's the way I want it to be.
This dude killed people to prove it. Yeah! This dude killed people to prove a song. Therapy bad, song true. Therapy bad, song true.
My friends talk when I'm not around, they say I'm lost and not yet found. Can't they see I'm just like them, stranded and broken, you know, stuck here, I'm fading, can somebody please help me? You know, it was all there, and it was like, wow, this is me.
Didn't fucking... this is so me. Oh my god, girl. Oh my god, Gaga. That is so me. Oh, James Charles. Oh, he's so me. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. This dude literally was making fun of people who went to go get therapy and fucking take pills like antidepressants. And yet this motherfucker wants to sit here and say a song about how this fucking band isn't famous enough to even be recognized as an actual indie band.
is so him.
Like, it just summed me up in a nutshell. And you always saw me as having, like, no direction, you know, just lost and stuck. People think I'm weird and messed up, broken, you know. It just all connected with me. And I used it for the theme song of my videos, and who knows where that's going to go after this happens. I don't know. But that was the ultimate statement for me.
Menace goes into his final form, big gay Stewie.
Yeah, the shooting was one thing, but that track is... it's perfect.
He freaking drinks Bud Light. What a bitch.
So you'll hear Andrew Blank's voice coming out of my Ghost Squad character. So, you know, it's a trip. Queen was one thing, but this is taking that to a whole other level. But that's why I couldn't show you this stuff. I couldn't tell you about my cartoons. I couldn't show them to you because you'd monitor the living hell out of me. You'd think I'd be, like, on the verge of ending my life.
Which you were! Like Zoink Scoob, I think this guy's fucking crazy!
You know, if you saw what I did on there, it's all dark, disturbing stuff. Yeah, I made a funny video or two, but you look at the backstories for the characters. The one ghost, Harmony Ingram, her name is, died from slashing her wrists, cutting her wrists. Matilda Ramsey died by being buried alive. Rachel Shadows and myself died in a school shooting massacre.
E is for Amber who drowned in a pool. B is for Billy was eaten by ghouls. C is for Kirk with disease in the brain. D is for Daniel derailed on a train. E is for Amber who's buried alive. F is for Frank who's stabbed through the eye. G is for Greg who died in the womb. And H is for Heather who's sealed in a tomb. This motherfucker listened to Gory Demise once. Ugh!
Mackenzie West died by being kidnapped, raped, butchered, and murdered, hacked to pieces after being stalked. Alex Gebhardt died in a car accident. Blood from his skull was dripping into his eyes while he was still alive.
W's for Willow was hit by a car. X for Xavier sunk in the tar.
Celesta Reynolds, heroin overdose. Sidney Secor died in a school shooting.
At 1 hour and 11 minutes, Randy says that he doesn't believe in God, and gives his own personal opinion on religion.
I've said it in front of you a few times, on accident, but I don't believe in God. I believe in a goddess, which is Ember.
Motherfucker say what? I know, right? That's crazy, isn't it? He said, I don't believe in God, I believe in a goddess. Gus, what you doing? That's Max. Hold on, do you need to see that it's Mr. Bubs? Hold on. Here, let me get the camera back. What are you doing? What are you doing? You being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? Alright. He's just wandering around the office at this point. He's just like, I want to get out of here. I'm done. He's telling me, Nick, I'm done. I'm done. Hurry the fuck up. Quit talking about this asshole. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Or if not Ember, it's a goddess that's a beautiful feminine spirit that creates life and all this and puts you where you need to be. And it's God, but it's a goddess. That's what I picture.
Literally Christianity. Literally Christianity. He believes in literally Christianity. Vagina.
We don't know what God looks like or anything like that. But I believe in a goddess. I believe in a goddess. I very quickly started to drift away from Christianity. Once I got out of high school, I just didn't buy it. I never could buy it. I could never believe that the Son of God was sent to Earth and he died and gave his life for us and was resurrected from the dead. It was a fairy tale to me.
This dude's a fucking simp. This is a sucker idolizing mediocre ghost pussy.
I didn't believe it for a minute. I'm like, there's no fucking way. And it's like, well, how come no like miracles like that happen today? You know, you see in the Bible all these fucking stories.
Because the Bible didn't really happen. It's not historically fact. It's just a whole bunch of fucking stories and folklore to make people think about the morality of the situation, or nothing more than fairy tales with underlying meanings.
It's just, it's bullshit. I don't mean to crush anyone's faith or anything, but it's bullshit. It is. You're believing something that was written in a book a millennium ago. You have zero proof that it exists. You just have your faith. And I couldn't buy it. I couldn't buy it. I'm not atheist. I just don't believe in Jesus Christ or any of that garbage.
So you're pagan? Maybe? Maybe pagan? Maybe Wicca? Maybe suck dicka?
It's a load of fuck. It really is.
1 minute later, Randy makes a request regarding his personal items.
June 1st, as I'm recording this, so things could obviously change. But it's just one thing I honestly hope that you guys do that would make me happy if you watch this before you do it is give these posters to fans. If
Shut the fuck! Shut the fuck! Hold on, we need to get you on camera, Mr. Bubs. Hold on. He's such a fucking goober. You're such a goober, big old floppy ears. Alright.
If you do intend on just throwing them out, you know, I don't want those to just be thrown in the garbage, because they're not garbage, they're my life, you know. I would hate to see this room get scrapped and gutted and
take a huge sip every time Max just sings on stream.
Everything and all the posters thrown out, but that's what's gonna happen. I have to accept that, but you know, this room was something special. You know, the posters completely border the room. It looks amazing in here. Nobody's room looks quite like mine does. If you really think about it, it's very unique. And I would want my fans to have the EGS posters. You know, I mean, you'll have my phone and all that. You could just post on my social media.
All right, everyone. I'm about to take a shot of fucking Fireball. Woo! All right. I needed that. Let's get through this.
Would anyone want these? You know, you can charge money for them if you want, but there's not much point. But there's the one by my VHS tape rack, there's the one behind me, and then there's that one. And I autographed the back of them. I autographed the back of all of them, so, you know, they're worth something.
To who? To who? To who? Literally to who?
Fans. I emailed James about this, but you could give my hard drives to him if you want. Because it has all my video stuff on there, it has all my Ember's Ghost Squad stuff, it has everything I've made since high school on there, you know? And it's not worthless stuff, it's all my stuff. It was my life. So you can give my hard drives to James if you want, because he was the closest friend I had. I mean, we drifted away, but and we're still friends, but I emailed him about it, saying, like, I would want you to have my hard drives, because he would know what's on them. He would know what it is, he would know what's what, and all this, so instead of just throwing those out. And obviously, you'll sell my Mac and all that, but I would want James to have that stuff. If he declines, then fine, but I would reach out to him first.
16 minutes later, Randy tells his family of how much he hates people, and explains why he refuses to hang out with other relatives.
You know, last Thanksgiving, it was when I started to really start to show it. You know, I didn't want to deal with anybody. I just sat in my room and I worked on my cartoons the whole time. It was the Unleash the Candy video, and I was working on that. It was meant to be out for Halloween. I couldn't get it done in time.
Oh, fuck. I didn't show that. Fuck, I didn't show that. Son of a bitch. EGS on Unleash the Candy. Yeah, give it. Give it. This is one of his fucking EGS videos.
Welcome to the swamp.
Damn!
My Little Pony? That is a pony, isn't it? That looks like a pony. Where are the men? Oh, oh yeah, Plague Doctor, you weren't here. I'm sorry, Doc. Yeah, well, there are no men when you die. It's only pussy.
I know you're not the same as me. That's the way I want it. That's the way I want it to be.
We should probably also recommend that this fucking thing on the left is actually a frog. That thing on the left is a rubber frog.
Thanks for taking me trick-or-treating, Andrew. I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah, just pick a house.
Trick-or-treat!
For the love of Ember, Froggy, you're a ghost! Ghosts don't eat!
But I wanted to taste the chocolatey goodness of the babe!
I swear to Goddess, Froggy, forget the candy!
I swear to Goddess, oh my...
Hey, it's all about the element of surprise! If we jump a human when they least suspect it,
Spare me your lecture. I came all this way to get candy. And if you're keeping it from me, then you're gonna fork it over. Oh, unleash the candy! Unleash the candy! If you don't, then it means war! I know you have it! Don't be a faggot! Come on, don't be a gay-ass whore!
I'm so out of here.
Andrew, wait! Damn it! Now what am I gonna do? Is one piece of candy too much to...
Wait, if she's a ghost, how could she... How... I'm fucking done with this. How could it... How can a ghost choke on physical objects? Tell me, how could a ghost choke? How could a ghost choke? I wanna know, how could a ghost choke?
Forgot my bucket.
I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but I guess let's watch some more. I mean, we haven't really... The perfect storm. I guess let's listen to the tapes.
Keep your head held high, 'cause there's always tomorrow.
A band camp?
Hi. This is Mackenzie. The date is, silly me. I forgot what the date is. Not that it really matters. Anyways, I'm recording this tape for myself. I don't really know where to start. You see, there's been some strange events that have been happening lately. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like...
Man, there sure is egg on my face. I did little secret message cassette things too. Man, egg on my face.
Like the world is closing in on me.
Dude, I almost fell backwards out of my fucking chair. I just almost fell backwards out of my fucking chair. Holy shit. Hold on, I need a minute. My life just flashed before my eyes.
I'm feeling really strange. I feel like there are eyes on me, even in the darkest rooms. It's extremely nerve-wracking.
I like how each of the girls have their own unique body type and head shape. You have the one that has hydrocephaly, and then you have the one that has microcephaly, and then you have the one that is just normal.
Like, I don't know.
Menace almost did it. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Doesn't really matter where I go. I'm always looking around, feeling like there's someone following me. I've gotten confronted multiple times by my teachers for constantly looking out the window. They see me as a lazy old daydreamer. But I'm not. I'm scared. Really scared. I've lost sleep over just sitting at the foot of my bed with my arms around my legs. I would hear sporadic noises once in a while, some that sounded really distant. Some only feet away from my window. I recently told my parents about it. They just laughed it off. They told me I was just being overly stressed from school and sports. I'm a forward on my school's basketball team.
It's just boring. I don't want to fucking watch it. What's this one?
Well, this is just the beginning. I mean, she may just be a poster on my wall now. But with time, I'll be taking her orders. People see us as
What?
mentally ill. I see us as standout gifted
Hello?
souls.
Is this stupid fucking thing recording?
I just hope I'm ready for this, Rachel.
Decades from now, I want to be remembered as a goddess who walked among you worthless, pathetic humans.
I mean, you have no idea how hard it's been to go out into the world every day for 23 years like this!
I was once a 20-year-old high school student, but now I'm a ghost who haunts your everyday lives.
I don't know how much longer I can do it, Rachel! People look at me like I'm a fucking disorder or something! Hey, there's Andrew joining his little girls again!
There's nothing that you could have done to stop me.
Hey, Andrew! You're so fucking gay! Which isn't even true!
You're so gay. Dude, even true. Did you see? Look on his face. Watch his face.
Hey, Andrew! You're so fucking gay! Which isn't even true!
Even he was like, why did I say that? Why did this nigga gay?
World wasn't meant for love and good-intentioned acts of kindness. It was meant for the evolved to cause mass devastation and manipulation.
It's so hard, Rachel!
The evolved, he says. It's yes, because the peak of human evolution watches My Little Pony.
Haley, you're without a doubt the biggest cunt I've ever met. How would you like if I walked up to you in the school bathroom and slit your fucking throat open?
I hate people, Rachel! I want to kill people!
You seriously think it's funny? To spray paint on school property that Treacle deep throats homeless child porn addicts on the street for a living?
That's all life is to me anymore! I feel like I have little to no sand left in my hourglass, Rachel!
I guess we better just go watch that one fucking thing that everyone wants me to watch. Where is it? Where's the one? I know there's the one. Gotta be here somewhere, right? Finale. Fucking EW. Fuck. No. Execution. Search for remember. Fuck. What was it titled again? I fucking. It's this. I found it. I'm self-reflecting so hard right now. Dude, what the fuck? Lapis? Lapis? Don't compare yourself to this guy. I mean, look at this fucking simp. Max, you believe in this? He went to sleep. Alright. He's taking a nap. If this is making you think of yourself, Lapis, go to a fucking therapist. I'm talking for real. Like, sign up tomorrow, my dude. Holy shit. Like, for real, Lapis, you don't... dude, like, now I'm, like, worried about you, man. I'm oh, fuck. This is so fucking... Oh my god. He has 2 Frozen posters. Oh, here we go.
I hope you all fucking die.
Oh, what was that? What was that in my ears? Oh, y'all heard that, right? Maybe it was my headphones breaking? After all the bullshit I've heard tonight? Listen.
I hope you all fucking die.
No, I guess that was part of it. How did he do that?
The waves keep on crashing on me for some reason.
Oh my god. Hey, wait! Angry Video Game Nerd the movie. I doubt that James Rolfe would like this. Your bones like twigs. We can suffocate you by simply hugging you. We don't need your guns or ammunition. We are literally a wog and floating deceased feminine doomsday machine, and we worship until everyone suffers, becomes a slave, and dies. No one will be left alive on Earth by 2020. By 2200, our squad... Whoa! I see some Super Nintendo. Oh no! Wait! That's not Super Nintendo. That's NES. Hey! Go back to take a nap. I'm good. It's the frog! It's the frog, y'all! It's the whale! I didn't talk about this, but he had a character that was an orca whale that was a rapist. I didn't really mention that. Yeah. He had a character in his little YouTube series that was an actual rapist and would talk about raping people. Very just untasteful and not funny at all. I didn't really want to show that, but I guess I have to talk about it.
You to a chair, incapacitate your fucking parents, slit your wrist across the alley, pierce your cold-hearted eyeballs with sewing pins, and watch the blood drain out.
Damn, my dude got fucking King of the Hill on VHS, and he's got fucking Monsters, Inc. Ooh, The Last House on the Left. Is that Strawberry Shortcake? I can't really tell what that is. Equestria Girls, I see that. The Senior Years, I see something like that. 33 Years of Terror, I see that as well. What all you guys see? National Treasure, I see that. I see National Treasure. Few Blu-rays. Is that Doctor Who?
Spy ounce out of your toxic attention whoring veins.
It's time for the world to rot from the inside out and for its blood to spill in the streets.
I thought that said eat ass.
Andrew and Rachel. The perfect storm of inescapable chaos.
I hate that a fucking killer has better looking clothes than I do. Fuck. This dude's got fucking Henleys and flannels. Fucking damn, like fuck. Why am I feeling fucking impoverished by a fucking killer? Damn, he just flexing on everybody that he's got all these nice fucking clothes. Gotta go to Abercrombie and Fitch, man. Like, damn.
Welcome to the swamp.
They never meant anything to me. My comeback song. It's only meant to be. Fucking one rock. That's the way I want it to be.
As the late Eric Harris once said,
that should never ever start out a sentence.
I hate the fucking world. What an inspiration. I would have killed to have met the guy. I think we would have connected on so many levels.
This world makes me sick. All of you little fuckers are just a waste of space. Tell me, what good is it to live in a world where you can't have everything you truly want?
Pog? Yeah. Dude, everything good should be human right. Dab, shelter, food, water, internet. Yeah.
I just want to be free. I don't see why that's so much to ask. I mean, do you really honestly believe that you're sent here to land and hold a profession? Get married, maybe have a couple of kids, make and learn from mistakes, and die accomplished?
You don't have to die accomplished. I mean, you could die a loser, like you did. He does. Didn't you see it?
Boy, do you have a lot to learn, my friend.
The elderly piss me off more than younger humans do, simply because they think they know and follow all the rules of life and know how it all works. You don't know jack shit! You're all blind motherfuckers!
Yes, life isn't fair. That's a given. But do you know why it isn't fair? Because you live a lie every goddamn day of your life!
What's the lie? What's the lie? Randy, you're projecting a bit. What's this lie we live?
Earth is one giant detox center.
By the way, this is a tracing of the Columbine, I guess, suicide. He masturbated to this constantly. He even had a poster of it on his wall, which apparently he painted with his semen one night.
The Illuminati is a crock of shit. Eternal squads inhabit the Earth at all hours of the day and night. Analyzing, searching, and recruiting.
Me and Andrew are going to give the world a little insight as to what really lurks around in the shadows of your everyday lives.
Death. The most beautiful, gorgeous, luscious thing about life. People care about you more dead than alive. Fact.
Everyone on this future planet fucks me over!
Andrew's the lankiest, gayest kid in the county of Westboro!
I just like how every single, like, him saying bad shit about himself, it's like, oh, he's gay. Which really means that people calling him gay really got to him. Is anybody else feeling that? Like, he's really projecting on that. Like, he's proving to anyone who ever called him gay that they were probably fucking right. He was so insecure about his own sexuality that he went out and killed 3 people.
What'd you say, bitch? Shut your mouth, you goddamn whore!
Hey, Andrew! I heard you like to print out girls' Facebook pics and jizz on their faces!
Again, we learned that he did this because of this video. He really did that. He printed out girls' Facebook pictures and masturbated on their faces.
Hold her down, grab her legs!
Hey look, there's Andrew drawing his little girls again!
Snip that bitch's hair off!
Hey, Andrew! How big's your dick? I bet you jerk to your precious drawings because you can't get any real pussy!
Hey, Rachel, how does my semen taste in your mouth?
Andrew, do you even know what you want to do with your life?
Rachel, you're failing math again!
Why don't you ever hang out with anybody?
There's a bloody tampon in her sandwich!
She's probably fantasizing about my dick in his mouth!
Quick! Shove it down her shirt!
Hey, Andrew, got any lube?
Why don't you have a boyfriend, Rachel?
I think my favorite part's coming up.
You have a boyfriend, Rachel. Why don't you have a boyfriend, Rachel?
Shut the fuck up!
Shove cucumbers down your pussy!
Shut the fuck up!
I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy! Shut the fuck up! Hold on, I need that again. I fucking love that part. Unironically, that part makes me laugh every time I fucking hear it.
Don't you have a boyfriend, Rachel?
Shut the fuck up!
I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy!
Shut the fuck up!
I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy!
Shut the fuck up!
I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy. Shut the fuck up! Wouldn't it be up your pussy? Wouldn't it be up your pussy? I bet you shove cucumbers up your pussy, not down your pussy.
You all fucked with the wrong girls. Harris and Klebold are our heroes.
Oh, that's just pathetic. Why would you ever label the Columbine kids as your heroes? Ugh, pathetic. Pathetic. Go shove a cucumber down your pussy. Shut the fuck up.
There's nothing you could have done to stop us. The blood will forever remain on your windows. What's the point of dreaming if I don't get to live out my life? You don't want to mess with someone who's got their victims carved on their knife. You had your chance to live, but your time is up. When all's said and done, there'll be too much blood to fully clean up. You'll be sitting at your desk, unaware of our war. After the first shots are fired,
to terrorize y'all's neighborhood until the 3rd of the night.
You'll all be running for the...
Wait, who the fuck? Did someone donate something? Oh fuck, someone donated $10. Thank you, lol.
What? Why don't I have... Do I not have notifications? Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. Alright. Again, thank you, lol. What the fuck, man? Thanks. Pretty epic. Hopefully I'm making you laugh somehow during this really depressing fucking stream that's been 3 hours long.
Door. You've seen a glimpse of your fate from Columbine before, but now you'll
This dude is really obsessed with Columbine. Like,
witness firsthand the power of blood and gore. Go ahead and hide under your desks on the floor. It won't do you any good. Our presence is too powerful to ignore. Your souls will be in shock. Guns and ammo galore. The EGS will rule the world.
see, at first I thought he was quoting some kind of song, and then it just snapped in my head. Oh fuck, this dude wrote poetry. I know, Maxie, you're getting tired. I know, it's almost time for bed. I know, Bubby. I know, you're sleepy. You got the sleepy face. You got the floppy ear. Come here, Bubby. Yo, good boy. We're almost done.
And reign forevermore.
I gotta go pee. Menace, I have an idea. What are you gonna pee on me?
If you only knew what we truly have in store, this prison will be wiped off the map and punished nevermore.
I mean, I say the same thing about Israel every night before I go to bed. JK, JK, JK.
Say your goodbyes, freshman, junior, senior, or sophomore.
I'm gonna pee, George Washington said during his pregnancy. Presidency. Whoa! Rewind. I can't believe I just said George Washington said that during his pregnancy. I meant to say presidency. What the fuck is wrong with me? I took one fucking shot of Fireball and it really fucked me up that bad.
Go, Rachel, go.
Let's have some fucking fun!
Wow, that production value sure dropped really quick. I like how this classroom sure has a weird taste in design. I mean, I would have never guessed that, you know, they have like those wall art sticker things for a desk. Man, that's crazy. Where's the teacher sit? Man, they're talking about all kinds of shit.
Really?
I see sin. I see a sin right here. Yeah, this is definitely a sin.
Fuck now!
Go!
Say I'm sorry!
Where did she get an axe?
You won't ever think about the repercussions, 'cause I know down the road we've got to fight
There were people who helped him animate this. There were people who voice acted for this. Like, that's the thing that's really fucking... Hold on, Max. Let me say my piece. That's the thing that's really fucking confusing me. The fact that there were people who were actually voice acting and helping him animate this, you'd figure that there was something that would click in their mind that say, hey, maybe this guy's not really healthy in his head. And maybe that's why they pulled out of that animation, because they knew that this dude was kind of fucked up in the head. Instead of actually going and reporting him to the police, they just completely ignored it and pretended like it didn't happen. This is probably gonna get me a community guideline strike, but you know what? It's worth it. I got $10 out of it. Thank you, lol. You made it worth it. I mean, this is still up on YouTube, so if I get fucked by it, like, that's YouTube's fault.
Holy shit.
Wait! Wait. Y'all saw that, right? Yes, he did.
Holy shit.
Hey, what's the point of dreaming if I don't get to live all my life?
I like how he's doing the glorious bits of the shooting bits. Because he fucking missed so many times. Fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, the ghost girl's coming out now. Look at her eye. I like how he made sure that the cleavage was very, very prominent in every shot. I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy. Shut the fuck up.
I bet you shove cucumbers down your pussy. I bet you.
What even is this fucking video?
This is my last confession to a world that keeps me on my toes. I'll ignore past regrets cause I'm not afraid. Keep talking your words.
This is just butt rock. That's all this is. It's not even punk rock. It's just butt rock.
Last forever. Not the good nor the evil. But what you've accomplished will forever be immortalized through the ages. The living make the world turn, but the dead make the world live.
Everybody loves the things you do.
This dude did a whole fucking... Man... You can't be like, oh, pity me, pity me, pity me, pity me, but you didn't even, like, seek the right help. You didn't even, like, try to help yourself. You just kind of gave up. God. Like, you just gave up, Randy. You just gave up. What is this? I don't know if this has been asked before, but why didn't Randy Stair kill Christian? No one knows, and probably we will never know. I remember reading in his autopsy report that he was high. I don't remember on what substance, though. So, it may be a coincidence, but who knows. Probably playing the God complex or something. No official reason. Maybe he wanted one person to be left. Yeah. Yeah, Randy Stair. Piece of shit. In conclusion, boys and girls, don't be like Randy Stair. Don't be. There are people who are ready to listen. There are programs that you can call. You can join. You can get help. You can seek shelter in a friend group or you know, just talk to people. Get to know people. There's nothing wrong with showing, you know, how you feel inside. It's okay to feel sad. Now, I didn't really want to end on such a shitty note like that, but I guess it kind of had to be done. Lapis, you've been kind of given some weird shit all night. Like, really weird shit all night. You've been talking about how you're self-reflecting. It's like, it's kind of weird, dude. Oh, Max, he's pissing. Oh, no, Max, no. Max, no. Oh, buddy, why? 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 Why'd you pee? You have to go pee-pee. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Well, hopefully that made everything better. He just fucking said. He just fucking said, I'm gonna take a piss. Max just literally said, time to take a piss. Max said, man, y'all feel bad for Randy. How about this? I piss on your sympathy. Good boy. Good boy, pee-pee. Damn. Shit. What the hell are you doing? I don't even know anymore. I'm taking a piss. Will you want an old Medicare video for $5? No. I already watched the video today and I don't want it. Message deleted. What are you talking about? A deleted message, lol? Where? What are you talking? Anyway. Made a spelling error. Spelling area. Spelling area. Spelling area. Man, let me find something that's a little more lighthearted. Maybe. Here. I know what we need. We need friend eat chip. We need to watch a friend eat chip. Sometimes I like to go to this video and I just like to pretend like, like we're just sitting at a table and I'm eating my lunch and he's eating his lunch, like you just vibe, just everyone get out your favorite snack. Everyone get out your pretzels and your celery sticks and eat them right now, So good. Hopefully you got your snacks too. Mr. Crab here, he's gonna, eat it up, buddy. Eat a little chip. Not the same size he is. I hope he can eat it all. Hopefully his eyes aren't bigger than his stomach, Damn, he's really going for it. Damn. I bet you guys weren't expecting bonus crab content. Oh, you guys were not expecting the bonus crab video. Ooh. Guys didn't even see it coming, did you? Bonus crab video. Ooh. Didn't even know. Bonus crab video. You ever heard of Absolute Mad Laz? Isn't that the fucking Count Dankula guy? The guy who makes a whole bunch of racist shit and then says, oh, it's a joke? Bonus crab next. Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. Might just be a Ganucci bitch. They all say I'm broken. They know that anything to me. That's what that fucking song sounded like. I don't know if it sounded like that to anybody else, but that's how it sounded like to me, and that's how I envision it always. Butt rock. He's still eating. He's still eating that chip. He's eating that chip, dude. Just vibing, eating that chip. Yeah, 2000's butt rock. Damn, he's just eating that chip. Damn. It just really makes you think, like, can he taste it? Like, can he taste the chip? You know? Do you guys think he can taste the chip? I think he can taste the chip. Right? It must taste good. It looks like it's maybe like a barbecue chip, maybe? It's got some kind of seasoning on it, so maybe it's like maybe it could be a cheddar chip? Man, if it's a cheddar chip, you might really like it. Maybe it's a cheese and sour cream chip. Write in the comments right now, what do you think the chip is? What flavor of chip do you think this crab's eating? They took this chip away!
Oh, do your war cry again.
Alright. Alright, we've been going for quite a while. I think it's about time we, hit the road. Alright, everybody. I'll see you right here tomorrow. We're gonna be playing some more Animal Crossing. And, I also have some more of that itch.io stuff, the Madvent calendar that we can look at. If Max will allow me to finish. Will you? Will you let me talk? You already pee-peed on the floor. Will you let me talk? Will you let me talk? Let me talk. Don't you growl at me. Let me talk. Let me talk. Stop it. Anyway, we're gonna finish Madvent calendar tomorrow. And we're also gonna be playing some more Animal Crossing, and maybe some more Flash games, hopefully. I want to try to do more Flash games tomorrow. It depends on if we have enough time. And maybe some drawing. I don't know. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed whatever the fuck this stream was. And if it's gone tomorrow, you know exactly why. And maybe I'll have to re-edit it or some shit. I mean, if they ask me to re-edit it, I'll re-edit it. If I have to get rid of that animated scene, but I doubt I'm gonna have to. It all depends. It all depends. We talked about a lot of really dark shit tonight, so it all depends if YouTube will let me keep this video up. If not, well, you know what happened. All right, I'll let you guys know on Discord if this fucks up the channel. Dab, dab, dab. All right, I love you all. See you tomorrow, hopefully.